Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. How is everybody doing out there in the land of the interwebs today? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully the day is treating you well. It's Thursday. We're almost there. You've almost made it. The end of the week is in sight. Hopefully it's been a good week for you guys. And, come on, you ready for the weekend? Got anything planned? You doing anything nice? I'd like to know. We are going to be playing some more Punishing Grey Raven today, and some Zenless Zone Zero later, and a little bit of Wuthering Waves as well. I do plan to double dip tonight. Watched the football yesterday, so there was no stream in the evening, but I do plan to get on this evening. Rosie is going to the gym, so you know what? While she's out, we might as well play some video games and live stream, right? So yeah, that's the plan. Bit of PGR, and then ZZZ, and then get our Woo-Wah dailies done. We're going to watch some videos, reactions and stuff as well. Apologies, a little bit late today. But you know, it is what it is. How's everybody doing anyway though, guys? Let me know if you can hear me all good as well. If you are watching the video on YouTube, be sure to drop a like on the stream. And if you haven't as well, guys, check out the video I uploaded just a little bit ago. It is the pinned comment on both chats on YouTube and on Twitch. You can check it out. Show it some love. Let me know what you think in the comment section, all that good stuff. Yo, Kieran, what's going on, bro? How you going, man? How's it going, man? How's it going? Hey, you're all right, mate? I don't know why I'm doing that. Welcome, welcome. Shout out to everybody who's been watching the videos recently, guys. You've been absolutely killing it, man. So, thank you for that. Legends. Legends. Hey, what's going on, Polar Plays? Morning. How you doing? How you doing? Alright, should we get this thing started then, shall we? Let's get into it. Let's do it. Yeah, hopefully the week's been treating you good. Just playing a bit of BL6. I ain't played any COD yet, actually. I need to get it installed. I do want to check it out. You been enjoying it, bro? You good? Seems a general consensus is that it's pretty decent. I haven't heard too many people, like, super mad about the game. But maybe that's the honeymoon period, you know? The initial launch. And then everybody in about a month or two will be just hating on the game. Good to see you though, guys. You lot got anything planned for the weekend? You doing anything nice? Or is it just some video games and chill? Oh yeah, happy Halloween as well, man. Totally forgot, you know. It's Halloween, isn't it? Happy Halloween. Are you doing anything for Halloween? Any Halloween parties, maybe? Or just, you know, you going trick-or-treating? We ain't gonna mess around now too much, guys. We're gonna get straight into it, man. We are gonna get straight into it. So yeah, bit of PGR today. Try and squeeze in some Zenless in this stream as well. If we don't, we'll get that in the stream later on. So, give me a second here. Oh, actually, I do want to note, we were mentioning Halloween as well. We can look at the new gacha game releases for November. There's a video here that I wanted to check out from Ryuko Sensei, but it's 27 minutes long, so we probably won't watch that video in this stream. New Kazahana video. Sticks talking about Aether Gazer. I'm interested in that because I do like Aether Gazer. We do have a video from Sid Neymar as well that I wanted to check out, talking about Renita. I do very much like Sid Neymar. Makes some great content. Yeah. We can maybe check out the Alpha Crimson Weave.exe maybe as well at some point. Yeah, that's a plan, unless anybody's got some suggestions. Are you watching it? I haven't, you know. I haven't really been watching Dragon. You know when I really stopped properly watching Dragon, and I'm like a fan of Dragon Ball? It was like just after the Cell Saga, I kind of drifted off Dragon Ball a little bit. I haven't watched any of Super or anything like that. Like, I was a massive fan back in the day. Like, I remember we went on holiday as a kid. I remember, like, the happiest thing that I found out when I got to the hotel was they had Cartoon Network. I was so freaking buzzing. So every day, I can't remember what time it was like 5 or 6 p.m. Obviously we were an hour ahead of what it was in the UK. And then we're like, right, time, I gotta go. I'm going to watch Dragon Ball Z. And I'd sit in the hotel room and watch Dragon Ball Z. every single day. Couldn't be missing it. But yeah, I just don't watch it as much anymore. Probably should sit down and watch Super, actually. Yeah, I do like DBZ. I love Dragon Ball as well. Obviously, GT was whack, pretty much. Yeah, it wasn't interesting. But yeah, man, Frieza Saga and Cell Saga for me was absolute peak. Probably the Frieza Saga was my favourite, if I'm honest. The initial Super Saiyan transformation is just one of the most goated moments in anime, personally, for me. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So yeah, good time, but I don't really watch it anymore. I'll tell you what I have been watching recently. I've been watching One Piece. Out of all like the big, I guess, shonen animes, I've never really watched any One Piece. And I've been recently like going through it. I think I'm up to like, I'm saying like episode 47 or something. So I've got like 1,050 episodes or something. So yeah, it's a way away. It's a way away. Yo, what's going on, Neo? Big news for me. What's that? You got mentioned, recommended, and shared today in the next wave video. Oh yeah, I was gonna say yeah. I think I checked that out. I think that was today or yesterday. I'll look at that actually. Because he did comment on my video saying, "You mind if I mention this video in my next video?" I was like, "Yeah, man. You know, knock yourself out." What's better, One Piece or Naruto? Oh, I don't know, man. Like, because I'm super early in One Piece, I'd probably say I prefer Naruto. In my opinion. But I really do like One Piece. I like, you know, I was one of those where it was like, you know, sometimes I like certain things become super mainstream and you're like, I'm not that interested now, which is kind of a dumb way to look at stuff. I know. But sometimes, not all the time, like I'm into super popular stuff a lot of the time. But you know. And I think I kind of did that with One Piece for a while. I think, do you know what it was for me as well? Growing up, I was more into, because like I grew up on things like Akira and Pat Labor, you know, Wings of Homines, you know, like, and obviously things like Dragon Ball Z and other anime as well, where the style of the anime was kind of a big factor for me. And I think as a kid and in my teens, I kind of looked at the One Piece style and was like, I don't like that. It doesn't look great for me. And I think I was kind of turned off Luffy's stretching abilities. Prior, I was just like, yeah, it's not for me. Or yeah, I was wrong. It's kind of dull. Also, I talked to Fox and he's interested in doing an opinion call. Oh, really? What do you mean, like an opinion collab? Alright, let's get into it, man. We're late anyway. We need to get this thing going. Let's get it going, chat. Let's get it going. Let's get it going, man. Let's get into it. Let's do this thing. Alright, actually, before we do, it's not nothing major, but I just thought it was interesting to have a look at. Tweet from Wuthering Waves went up an hour and a half ago roundabout. Obviously, it's a little thing for Halloween, but, you know, it's just cool to have a look at. Wonder what excitement surprises are lined up for tonight. Let's go on a thrilling adventure. Does that mean we are going to get something cool for Halloween, maybe? Potentially? I said it, man, after watching that Woju video with the mods. A pumpkin hover droid shooter skin would be perfect. Because I do hope we get some Christmas stuff in Wuthering Waves as well. I know it's a Chinese company, but, you know, I hope they lean into the global stuff as well and understand that, you know, people would like holiday-themed stuff from other regions. You know, we've saw stuff for the Chinese region, and I get it. That's a major part of the game. But, you know, let's look out to the global and give us some love elsewhere as well. But this is a cool little piece of artwork, actually. You know, I really like it. So it would be cool if we get like a limited time event pop up at the moment. Who is this kitty as well? What's this? The little ghost kitty? This is new, right? Oh, you guys can't see it behind me. Let me just remove my face a second. See the ghost kitty? Might be just like a little bit of art, but I just thought that was interesting. You got Abby here. Her eyes are the wrong way around, aren't they, though? Shouldn't this side be blue, considering the reflection? Right? Anyway, we won't get into that too much. But now, cool piece of artwork. I love this chibi style stuff. Again, Kuro, Do something with the chibi artwork you've got in the game. Give us a little Final Fantasy Tactics game mode with the chibis, a little turn-based battle system. It's just a little fun throwaway mode. That'd just be kind of cool. I'd like something like that. Little arcade mode, you know? I'd be down for that. Let's just have a look, see if they have put anything else up, actually. Oh, actually, what's this here? Results are in a huge congratulations to our 1.2 winners. We're reaching out. Oh, is this for artwork, is it? Wuthering Waves create a program. Okay. You paid someone $1,000 for a video in which he just glazes a game while bringing down the other developer's work instead of all the other variety of content in there. Wow. Oh, so it wasn't... Oh, okay. So it wasn't about artwork then. Is there any names in here that I know? I don't know. Oh, Steel's in here. Nice. Nice. Still makes good content. Saint Ontas. You know, that was probably expected. Bit of glazing. He does make good videos. I think his content is well-made content. I definitely do think the dude's a serial glazer, though. To the point where it's a little bit disingenuous sometimes, in my opinion. I get it, though. It's part of the content grind. I understand it. But yeah, I definitely do think a little bit of the glaze is a little bit disingenuous and the shade throwing isn't necessarily needed all the time. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. Hey, Sid Neymar as well, man. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, if you haven't checked out Sid Neymar, that dude makes awesome content. Definitely should check out Sid Neymar. Like, in my opinion, probably deserves to be #1. The lore content that he's doing is awesome. And obviously, there's probably other people. Oh, Maggie as well. There's probably other people doing lore content, but I think he's doing a really good job at it. And should definitely check him out if you want to see that sort of stuff. Kydro, great. Yeah, okay, all right. Lucky Draw. Who else is in here as well? I was just looking to see if there's like, you know, like Yinling Waves or something in there. That'd be funny. Okay, all right. Yeah, you know what? I'm not hating. Dude makes good content, but I think I don't know if this person's talking about Saint Ontas here, but I can kind of see what they're saying. Yeah, definitely congratulations. I didn't realize this was a content thing. I thought they was talking about the artwork. So yeah, there you go. Some good content creators in there. That's good to see. Good to see Steorg in there. I'm happy to see that. Definitely happy to see Sid Neymar in there as well. Definitely deserved. He's an awesome Wuthering Waves content creator. And doing something a little bit different to most people, because I think most people in Wuthering Waves space at the minute are either it's guides, which is great, you know, it's you know, I guess leaks and info dumps, which is great as well, news, not so much the leaks, I guess, but the news, or it's reactions like me, which at the end of the day, it's just reaction content. I know what the content is that I do when I'm making videos. It's lazy, I understand that. I think there's a place for reaction content though. Yeah, you know, I think there's a good spot for, we've got an awesome world, man. We definitely need more lore content, and Sid Neymar's doing a really good job of that. Oh, he's extra in there as well, is he? Maybe it's the act that I'm missing. Is that different or something to Extra Wavy? Oh, Glaive Keogh's in there as well. We've reacted to one of Glaive's videos, actually. Oh, yeah, there's Extra Wavy as well. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So what, like the top one got $1,000 or something? What did the rest get? Did you say what they got? Oh, here we go. Please note, we will not accept works containing or related to leaks, nor will accounts involved in leak distribution during the program be illegible. Well, they're not even saying people who do leaks outside the program are ineligible. It's kind of funny. Yeah, that's cool though. That's cool though. Yeah, man. Like to see it. Love to see. Glad to see there's some good content creators in there getting some recognition. I like the reaction content. That's why I watch it. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I enjoy it too as well. To be fair, I watch a lot of like Asmongold and stuff. You know what I mean? And like that's pretty much what Asmon does. And I think there's a like because for me, you know, reaction content's kind of similar to what a lot of other people do, but just in a different vein, I guess. Because like I think there's a lot of content creators out there that might watch a video and then they'll make a video on the video, which is great, and it's probably a lot more creative than what I do. But they're kind of just reacting with a buffer in between. So sometimes they might reference stuff that's happened in a video, and then you'll be like, what exactly is he referencing there? So then you'll have to go and watch the video, or you just won't know the exact context. So you know, it's a little bit of a disjointed sometimes for me personally, because people will talk about specific things that happen in videos, and they might not mention a content creator, and I'm like, well, I don't know if that's exactly true. But like, you know, I do like to watch content creation sometimes, because you can see somebody rebuttal somebody directly from the content sometimes. Plus I'm lazy, so you know. I'll be honest. We ain't got to glaze it. I ain't gonna glaze. You may or may not have hyped me up. Oh God, no. Who's gonna look at my content and be like, what the fuck's this? What's Demon on about? Oh, is it metaphor, is it? Chibi Tactics with Resonators versus TDs. Yes, dude, I will be down for that. That's a cool little name as well. Just call it Chibi Tactics. Crew has a creator program. I think they did at some point, didn't they? They don't have at the moment. I think there's definitely people out there trying to get in it, though, with some of the videos, I'm like, that's for sure. You know, the glaze. I'll see it for what it is. Yeah, hey, watch some of the channels. We'll wait and see. Maybe I'm wrong. Watch some of the channels, oh no, there are glazers, right? And say, Kuro do start up a new Wuthering Waves things, and you see select people getting in, and certain people don't. Watch the glazing get curbed hard. Watch it. I'm telling you. I've said it right now. Someone in Fox's stream last night accused you of being a leaker. Really? Oh, you know what? What's it? I reacted. We have, you know, I even said in that video, I reacted to a couple of leaked content videos, didn't we? More reacting to people's leaking content, really. Which at the same time, I'm distributing it. I'll be honest. Yeah, hey, I wish I had the information to be a leaker. You know, I wish I was that important. Or I had access like that. Because if I did, I definitely wouldn't be leaking it, that's for sure. You know, yeah, I'll be honest, we've reacted to shit in me, so, you know, can't deny. Alright then, should we watch a video from your favourite content creator's favourite content creator, shall we? Yeah? Alright then, let's check this out then. Let's get into it. Video from Kazahana. Wuthering Waves desperately needs to fix this problem. Okay, interesting. A video talking about issues in Wuthering Waves from Kazahana. I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it. Let's see what he's got to say.
So recently there's been a lot of talk about Wuthering Waves and the overall situation whenever it comes to player popularity and also a bit of revenue. We're very soon fast approaching one.
Revenue, we definitely need to ignore the revenue. So if we have no idea what the revenue is, we've got the idea of what revenue is on iOS. That's not exactly bang on, and then it's times by 1.5 to estimate what it is on Android. It ignores PC, so, you know. And then, obviously, I don't know with TapTap, because I know people download on that. I don't know, does it count TapTap as well? Can you buy through TapTap and it doesn't get counted on Android, or does it? I don't know. Well, Android doesn't get counted anyway, but, you know, because Wuthering Waves actually hit 10 million downloads on TapTap, which I think Oni, Genshin, and Star Rail in the gacha space have managed to do that. So it's a pretty big milestone as well. So it shows that a lot of people are playing the game, just not spending on iOS, I guess.
0.4, which again, I'm sure is going to be a very good update, and we're still yet to see any news on it whatsoever. Now, obviously we have had the drip marketing for Camellia and Lumi, which again, I think is great, and Wuthering Waves has done a really good job of that. And by the time this video comes out, there might be something that's actually come out about the update, because again, we're expecting to see some kind of advertisement for it any day now, and also advertisement for future versions. And
is this what we're talking about then? Because I've noticed that a lot of the content creators that deal in this sort of stuff are kind of getting frustrated with the marketing for Wuthering Waves, which I am, but less from a content creator's perspective. I just kind of want to know what's coming, and I want Kuro to be a little bit better with marketing in general. Just not even just like the new stuff that's coming, giving us more lore and cutscenes and, you know, little cinematics and stuff, whether they're hand-drawn, you know, comic book style, whatever. I just want to see more of that. But I know there's a lot of content creators that find it frustrating because they want to make videos on the new information. And I think they feel like they're getting usurped by leakers in that regard, which I can understand. I'm not hating on that. I can understand it. But yeah, for me, I just want to see more cool stuff regarding the game, really. I ain't so much bothered about it for videos.
And this was a problem that I wanted to talk about in Wuthering Waves, which is mainly to do with the advertising and marketing of...
You like that, lads, eh? And that was totally, I meant to do that. It was for you guys. I was totally for you guys.
The game, as well as a lot of people online kind of spouting a lot of misinformation about Wuthering Waves and their overall situation, especially financially, which I just think is completely wrong and kind of skews a lot of people's perspectives whenever it comes to Wuthering Waves. Now, obviously, this isn't everyone in the community or anything like that. It is just a small number of people that I've seen, you know, dotted around Twitter and Reddit. Now, I don't have any specific posts because I don't really want to, you know, give any attention to some specific accounts, and also I don't want to spread any hate their way either. either, because again, it's just unnecessary. But a lot of what they've been spreading is stuff like, you know, Wuthering Waves is going to be end of service, which...
I was going to say that's fair, actually, because, you know, I respect that, because Kazza doesn't really... But I have seen him, like, call out individuals, actually, in the past, so yeah.
Again, is the most crazy claim you can make, because Wuthering Waves has actually been doing pretty decently. Now, this comes all in the context...
Well, we think. We know that the iOS numbers have been decent, you know? Well, we don't know the exact iOS numbers because we got off Sensor Tower, don't we, anyway? So you gotta take away the fact that that's times by 1.75, I think Sensor Tower do. They take the iOS numbers, they times it by 1.5 to come to an estimate of what they think Android's doing as well, which I guess you could say, okay, all right, you know, that could potentially be accurate, but we just don't know. So we don't actually know if it's doing good or bad. We just don't know. We just kind of know we can, like, retroactively work out what it's making on iOS, which is just not the whole picture, is it? You know, it's ignoring a large part of where the revenue is coming from. And in my opinion, the biggest part, which is probably PC at the moment.
Text of the upcoming Gacha revenue chart, which is set to come out in about 3 days' time, which, again, I don't...
Get ready for the videos then, boys. Get ready for the videos. They're coming.
I don't follow on my channel anymore just because I don't think the information is accurate enough, and I prefer to follow some more kind of accurate sources that also upload a lot of data, not just every month. They upload it...
Until we get direct PC numbers, which I don't think we'll ever get. We'll never get a true picture of this game. And then when it comes to PlayStations, we're just never going to get the true picture. You know, we've known that other devs have kind of snarked at the Sensor Tower numbers, so I think that's a, you know, and a lot of these games that are apparently dead when you look at Sensor Tower are still going, so, you know, we really can't take the information, you know, to heart that much, really. It's got to definitely be taken with a pinch of salt, you know?
You know, every couple of weeks or so. And well, obviously a lot of people do follow this Gacha revenue chart because it has been very popularized in the community, which has led to some people making predictions with them saying like games like Honkai Star and Genshin Impact are going to do very good, because again, they have had some very good banners, and saying that games like Wuthering Waves is going to be end of service. Now, I don't know if they know exactly what end of service means, but in my opinion, I don't think they actually know what it is, because if we saw whenever the Shorekeeper actually released...
Do you know what we'll know? Well, actually, it doesn't necessarily mean it's near end of service. We'll know if Wuthering Waves is struggling when we start to see voice acting cut from things. That's when you'll know. You know, what you can tell when games are having budgetary issues, they tend to cut English VAs, or certain regions will get VAs cut. And, you know, that's typically a really good sign of, okay, this game is really not doing very well at the moment, and it's becoming a point where they're having to make major cutbacks to keep things, basically keep the lights on. So, you know, and I think we're a long way away from that, if I'm honest. I think Kuro have set themselves up in a good position, and I think they've had decent investment. And if I'm honest, I wouldn't be surprised if some companies are willing to go for second rounds of investment, because the brand's building, isn't it? The IP's there. People are interested. It just, you know, I think it just needs to do a little bit more in regards to content and endgame stuff. And I feel like Wuthering Waves will be fine. And, you know, maybe... I'm coping, or I think, you know, in 12 months' time, the game will be doing more than fine. And he's never going to reach Huyo levels, but we don't need to. I'll say we. It's not like I'm part of it, but I play the game, so I guess, like, you know, but I play Huyo games as well. But yeah, I just don't think it's ever going to reach that level. And that's not a bad thing. Not everything can be stratospheric, you know what I mean?
It actually helped to create a 292% revenue spike on version 1.3 launch day, which pretty much gave Wuthering Waves 2.4 million on September 29th, which again is absolutely amazing. And I think,
and what is it? What is it, like 30 people working on Wuthering Waves? That's more than enough revenue for a developer of that size, isn't it, really?
2.4 million at the lowest is still enough to run a gacha game, and people are being way too overdramatic about it. So throughout the rest of this video, we're going to be going through some other kind of examples of what Wuthering Waves may be doing wrong and what they could be improving on, to help give a little talk about, you know, stuff that they could do to make the game better and actually get the max
events, endgame, boom, solved it, fixed the problem,
potential reach that they could possibly get. But before I get into this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and also go to my Twitch where I'm going to be live. I definitely recommend going over there. It's going to be down in the pinned comment down below or in the description. You can go over there, give me a follow, and you'll get notified as soon as I go live. And we've been streaming a lot of Wuthering Waves and also gacha like video content as well, so I definitely recommend going to check me out, because again, it's just a fun time overall. But let's get back into the video. So one of the main things that Wuthering Waves could improve on is just stuff to do with adding stuff to their Twitter and also other social media sites. I think this is something that they really lack and that they need to...
Yeah, I agree with that, definitely. I've been saying this for a while. I think, again, they don't need to be incredibly expensive. slideshows that are done in like a solo level and a rise style, you know, in a manga comic book type still frames, maybe some voice acting, you know, even if they just want to use JP or CN voice actors and have subtitles for everybody else, if they want to make it as cheap as possible, I'll be cool with that. Just as long as you get a little bit of you know, I want to see some of the other characters, and I want some world building. I'd definitely be down for that, and kind of some videos that like hark back to things that potentially happened in the past and get you hyped for potential things coming. Now they did mention this in the survey. Actually, they spoke about, you know, potentially foreshadowing, that sort of stuff introduced in the game, which I don't necessarily need conspicuous foreshadowing because it's a little bit like tropey, or I'd be okay with like some little hints at things, potentially Easter eggs being popped here and there. Let the community really delve into it and feast on it, and you know, not the drama, the hype starts to build off. Oh, have you seen this thing in the latest trailer? It could potentially mean this, and theory crafters start going wild. I think that will generate a lot of hype for the community, because I think video game players enjoy that sort of stuff. You know, it's one thing when it's laid out to you, that hype happens and then it dies. But when there's like you know, the company alludes to a bunch of different stuff that might or might not happen, it allows the community to kind of run with it. And I think that sort of hype lasts for longer then, because everybody's discussing and having conversations, and theory crafters and lore creators really delve into that stuff, and I just feel it's a better way to go about stuff.
Take a page out of some other games' books. Now, obviously they do release the usual stuff like trailers and also some other things, but there does seem to be a severe lack in kind of like meaningful advertisement, which I think that a lot of people would benefit from. Now, obviously we've got posts like this where they've got some cool little art things and some other stuff, but again, I don't think people care about that as much. I think people want some like interactivity with some of the story, which I think games like Nikke do really well. Recently they've had their big update, or the announcement of their big update.
Holy
and they've
moly.
got all of these like trailers and stuff for the characters, as well as some even more trailers and stuff like that. Now, I'm not saying that they need to make 2 million trailers or anything, but I definitely think that games like Nikke are a good example of how companies can advertise a character early.
Dude, that banner for Nikke gets me every time I see it, man. Bro.
Advertise a character early. For example, they're kind of advertising a lot
On
of
the
characters
squat rack,
and skins
you know.
really early, even if they haven't released yet, which again I think is great. I think the Kuro games really need to take into account that, you know, they've got a lot of really exciting characters coming up, and they shouldn't be afraid to kind of release the information for it, because as I said, we're still waiting for a lot of the stuff to come out about 1.4 and Camellia and stuff like that, because we haven't heard a single thing about Camellia. Now, what they could be doing in the meantime, I'm not saying that they should be releasing a full character trailer or anything like that, because again, that is saved for a couple days before release, but I definitely think they should be.
It was that, well, actually I kind of liked her anyway, but that cutscene, that cinematic, that little part of the game, that was it. That was the moment I was sold on Camellia. I was simping, I was gooning, I was cooming, I was ready, you know, and then I was like, I don't even care what a kid is. I am getting her. She's a must pull. I know people hate hearing that, but she's a must pull. Okay.
Releasing some more art, some more kind of, you know, conversations about her, or even just kind of mini trailers which kind of showcase her off a little bit. It doesn't have to, you know, showcase off any kind of talents or skills or anything like that that's featured in the game, but I definitely do think they should kind of add a lot more stuff to do with her whenever we've got something like a rerun banner going on. Now, I don't blame them for not advertising it if there is a limited character that needs to take priority over the top of that, such as the Shorekeeper, but that isn't the case. We've got Jian, who they've pretty much just gotten a kind of reused trailer, which they've taken, you know, from the Jian trailer, and that's about it. And I think that they honestly should be working on promoting their future characters rather than promoting their reruns. Now, obviously, they can promote both, and I think they would add.
Well, that's what I was going to say. That's what they should do. They should promote both. End of the day, their banners are fundamentally the largest part of their income. So they should be doing their best to market them, obviously as efficiently as possible. I don't want them to overbloat the marketing, because, you know, I want as much as possible to go into the game, but you know, they need to be attracting people, and I feel like marketing outside of the gacha space could really help Wuthering Waves, especially when it launches on PlayStation 5. They really should go all in on marketing them, because I feel like there's a lot of people outside of the gacha space that won't touch gacha games because they think they're something that I guess maybe they're not now. They still are, but they're not so much that anymore. And what I mean by that is, like, when I first saw Genshin, I was like, I ain't touching that. I've seen what gacha games are like on phone. It's like 5% game and 95% bullshit, where, like, you know, games like Genshin, Star Rail, Zenless, Wuthering Waves, and a myriad of other games as well now. You know, too long to name them all, but they're a lot more game, aren't they? You know, obviously a lot of the game works around the system to push you towards the gacha, but it feels like the games are about 70% game now and 30% gacha, maybe even 80%. And I feel like if they can get the game out to some of those people on, especially on PlayStation, I feel like there's a big player base there that would really enjoy Wuthering Waves, because I think fundamentally it's a good game, you know. And I'll say this about Genshin as well, and Star Rail and Zenless. I feel like there's a lot of people. I think Huyo have less of an problem with this though, because they just market better. And especially Genshin. Genshin really broke out to the gacha space, didn't it? And became like this mainstream kind of game. And I don't think Huyo has so much. Like, it's making crazy money, but it didn't seem to be that cultural phenomenon that Genshin did. Obviously, COVID helped as well. But I feel like that's what they need to do. They need to really start marketing to the normies, basically.
Actually be the better kind of thing for Wuthering Waves if they promote both of the banners, because it helps, you know, spread a little bit more awareness about all of this stuff. And I think that Nikkei does kind of show us a little bit of how to do it better, and the same goes for a couple of other gacha games too. Now obviously, if you look at Wuthering Waves' Twitter page in particular, you can see there's a lot of similarities to places like Genshin. Now obviously Genshin
what?
It's probably the game that Wuthering Waves wants to be like the most, just due to the open world aspects of it, and it does have a pretty similar feel, apart from the overall style and design of the characters in the world. And Genshin Impact are, you know, as well culprits for this. They do kind of post not that much, and they kind of post like less meaningful things, such as, you know, birthday posts and stuff like that to do with characters. Now it does kind of fill up their feed a bit and keeps them on the algorithm, but I definitely think they could be doing a bit more as well. And they only kind of release announcements whenever some events come out and stuff like that, which, you know, Wuthering Waves also do, and it seems like they are trying to imitate them a little bit. So yeah, hopefully we can see.
This is what I was saying before about that Wuthering Waves needs to start doing things differently. You know, what's worked for Genshin doesn't necessarily work for everything else. Now, I'm not saying to stop doing the things that Genshin are doing in terms of marketing, but diverge a little bit, you know? Show what the game is all about, you know, what makes Wuthering Waves so great. And that's, for me, the character design, visuals, and the combat. They need to start pimping that out as much as possible, rather than going down the lines of artwork and banners, in my opinion. Because they're the three best things in Wuthering Waves, and they need to sell the game on that as much as possible.
Some kind of change in that in the future. I definitely want to know if you guys think that there should be any changes to the social media site, and just social media sites in general. Doesn't have to be Twitter, it could be YouTube or TikTok or something like that, to kind of reach out to their audience, because I definitely think there
TikTok
could be more done
place,
there.
yeah,
so definitely let me know down in the comments if you guys have any ideas for, you know, what they could improve on as well. That was just one of the things that I had in mind. But that's not to say that Wuthering Waves is advertising badly or anything. I think they are just...
I think they are. I'm not a marketing expert, but I don't, and I know it's a budgetary issue. Like, I'm not blind, because on recent videos, I get a lot of people saying that when I'm critiquing Wuthering Waves, I'll get a lot of like, well, the budget, they ain't got high on money. I get that. I understand that. But if you deal with good marketing firms, or you have decent in-house marketing, usually you'll deal with a marketing firm, they can efficiently work on a budget, especially nowadays with the internet. You know, the internet makes marketing so much cheaper. And I think, I don't know, maybe even down the line of working with some large content creators that are not in the gacha space. I'm not talking like your Tectones and your Asmongold, because I know Asmon's kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but he dabbles. But like people out there who do gaming content, or especially console gaming content, because Wuthering Waves is going there, reaching out to some of these guys and being like, you know, we want to sponsor a video, we want you to play our game, check this game out, let us know what you think, speak about our game. Don't put any holds on the content creators as well. Let them be like fully transparent about the game and speak about things within the game. I think that would do a world of good for them as well.
Advertising the game itself badly. They've been to like Tokyo Game Show, which again was absolutely amazing, and it was great that they could get a seat there and they could actually have a whole booth. And apparently it did look really, really good, and probably brought over a lot more players, which again is a very good way to advertise your game, especially to an audience that you kind of want to tap into. Obviously Japan, you know, they really want to kind of tap into that audience ever since the whole Japanese.
I think personally, they really want to try and tap into the Western audience a bit more, because as I said, this is not a mobile game. Even with a phone, I just don't think this game is ever going to capitalize on the mobile market such as other games. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm blind, maybe I'm ignorant to mobile gaming because I just don't do it. but I just don't feel like it ever will. I feel like they need to capitalize on the PC and the gaming market, the console market, which I know is growing in areas like China massively and Southeast Asia. But even in Japan, they're a little bit more mobile oriented, aren't they? So I feel like you're always going to be behind other games that are just definitely suited better for mobile. I think they would be better suited in pivoting and trying to court the West a little bit more as well in regards to that. But I get it. Big spenders in those regions, so you definitely do want to make sure you're getting them as well. It's a balance. It's definitely a balance.
Mistranslation issue, which again I think is great, and the same goes for the Korean event that was going on as well. You know, them being the main sponsors of a massive event over in, I think it was in Seoul.
They're also highly saturated markets, aren't they, in the gacha space? You know, there's a lot of gacha games that we just don't know about in those areas, and they are a lot more savvy to the gacha space as well, and are going to be a lot harder to pull them away from their favorite gacha, whether they like the game or not. They might not like the game, they might like the game, but it's still going to be harder to pull them away because they've got that sunk cost fallacy bias in there already, where I feel like the Western audience is probably a little bit more ripe for the picking, so to speak.
And obviously it shows you how much money Wuthering Waves and Kuro Games do have, because if they can afford being the main sponsor of an entire convention, I think, you know, they aren't doing too badly whenever it comes to cash. And that's why I think the whole argument of people saying this end of service is so stupid. And not only like in-person events, but they've also got, you know, collaborations going on, which I've talked about a lot on this channel with GS25, and also some.
Like I say, for me, this is a sort of marketing that I think is just dead marketing. Again, I'm no marketing expert, and they'll see the translation from marketing to actual people in the game. I'm sure they track this stuff, but I just feel like this is kind of dead marketing. You know, from a layman. I just don't feel like that's like, you know, 7-Eleven, you're shopping in 7-Eleven, all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh, I've got to play this game, you know, like the National Geographic thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I know I'm fully capable of accepting that, but I just feel like there's better places to market and maybe concentrating on gamer areas. But I guess in these areas as well, you know, the crossover's a lot stronger also.
Other massive companies, which I definitely think is a very, very good thing. We had the National Geographic one as well recently. So again, it seems like they are kind of building their rapport whenever it comes to advertisement with other companies.
Oh, but guys, you've seen this is the next skin coming in the game. It's confirmed skin. This is the skins. It's obvious. Look, we've seen it already. The skins. How many videos have I seen like that recently? It's like, dude, shut up.
And I think that, you know, just adding a little bit more stuff to do with the game and a lot more trailers and things like that, especially with the amount of money they've gotten recently with some of their really popular characters.
When I was watching this scene, I was just like, kiss, kiss, kiss.
I think it would just go that bit of an extra mile, because people would look at it and go, oh, hey, I kind of actually want to play that trailer or that.
I actually do have a girlfriend, really nice. Just to let you know.
So again, it would be nice to see some kind of more interactivity with that. And I think that also comes with the content in the game too. I think there should be a little bit more content to do. And that way you have more stuff to talk about on your social media sites. Well, actually, and I don't want to make this into some kind of like...
You know, not to flex, or I might be Kumi, but I promise I'm not an incel.
Doom posty video or anything like that. I definitely think that Wuthering Waves is doing just fine whenever it comes to advertisements and whenever it comes to stuff like the social media posts and just getting stuff out. But I do think it could be a little bit better and it could be a bit more optimized. Again, this is just because I like the game and I want it to succeed. And I think that, you know, a lot of stuff could be improved, but it's not like it's the end of the world if it doesn't improve, because again, they are kind of releasing like the bare minimum, and obviously games like Genshin Impact get by releasing this kind of content anyways. But obviously Kuro Games isn't going to...
Again, though, that's one thing. I'm fine with comparisons, but I don't think we should be... It'll be like, well, it worked for Genshin. Yeah, but it's a different time. The game, the space is way more packed with other titles, so it's more competitive. We're not in 2020 anymore, where everybody's sitting at home and they're just looking for the new thing to do because they're bored out their tits because they're not allowed out the house, they're not allowed to work, school, college, whatever it is. So people are just gaming pretty much 24/7 for nearly a year or more in some places. So, you know, the COVID buff was real, man. And we can't just be like, you know, once you've got that initial start, that jump start, marketing takes care of itself in a way. And I know Huyo do put a lot of money into it as well, but Kuro's not in that position. You know, the place is a lot more competitive now, and there's a lot of big games coming out in the next few months as well. So I think marketing is going to be very important, in my opinion.
To be a company like Hoyoverse and just sit there and kind of do nothing. So I do kind of hope that they do go a little bit further with it and actually try to, you know, have some more creative advertisement behind it, especially like the games we've seen with Zenless Zone Zero recently with the whole Bunny stuff. That definitely blew up. So maybe if they could do something similar to that, I think that would be.
I just, the thing with Zenless, it's got such a light-hearted, fun style that it allows itself to do so much more in terms of marketing, in my opinion. And one as well, just top tier animations in the like the cutscenes and stuff, and the trailers, which just clear everything else, in my opinion, that they just take it to another level.
A real benefit for the game, and it'll bring in a lot of players. And finally, I just wanted to say about the PlayStation version as well. I definitely think, you know, bringing this out will help to bring in a lot of players as well.
Talk about it. That's what they need to do as well. I hope, well, I guess, well, I do, because I want the game to do well. I hope they don't just drop the fucking thing on PlayStation and that's it. You know, they need to be drip feeding PlayStation fans, mentioning it. I keep hearing people go, what the fuck's happening with the PlayStation 5 version? You know, Kuro need to be on that. And obviously, if it's not ready, not to say we've got this date and we've got it locked in, but just let people know. Show some trailers, show some stuff that's on a PlayStation 5 on the YouTube channel, put it on Twitter, get people hyped, even if it's just like, you know, a 15 to 20 second video, let it out there, and I think it would generate some hype and build that up over a couple of weeks to months or however long it's going to take for the game to come to PS5. I'm a little bit worried they're just going to throw it out there in the wild and it's not going to do very well in that, because people just don't even know it's on the PlayStation Store, you know what I mean?
And maybe they're holding off, you know, on advertisement and stuff like that because of the PlayStation version. They don't want them to miss out. But again, I definitely think they should get on it straight away. And whenever the PlayStation version comes out, if that's next update or, you know, the update after that, I definitely think it's going to bring in a big influx of new players that are going to play the game. And hopefully we do get to see more news on it, because again, there is still no news on it. We don't know when it's going to be coming out.
I've gone radio,
but all of this stuff just kind of adds together, and I definitely think that it is an issue in Wuthering Waves, but it's nothing to be too worried about, especially the people that are saying that the game's end of service. Like, brother, it's not end of service, it's doing just fine. I definitely think with a lot more characters coming out, like Camellia, like Lumi, all of these really, really popular characters that have been, you know, kind of doted on over Twitter, it is definitely going to increase the revenue, and if they can keep cooking with a lot of these characters.
So that's one thing, though, that I think some content creators need to stop doing. I've seen multiple people say that. I've seen it with the last few banners, actually, where people are like, this is definitely going to increase the revenue. And it's like, how do you know? You know? Because one, anyway, would literally, the only information we've got is iOS anyway. So it's like, let's not talk about revenue, but let's say the next banners are definitely going to improve revenue. It's like, you know, let's just ignore it maybe, and we'll see what happens with the game. I think that's the best way to look at it until we get more avenues for revenue. It's a non-factor for me, if I'm honest.
Designs and also the story, which they've been doing really, really good at, then it's going to sell more, and we're going to see a big increase in the revenue and just overall stuff like that. But yeah, as I said, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. What do you think the Wuthering Waves could be improving on? This is more aimed to be a more constructive video over what they could change, rather than a video being like, oh, Wuthering Waves is over, because again, there are so many people out there saying it's going to.
What did he actually say that they could do better? Apart from more posts on Twitter. Definitely more posts on Twitter, more lore stuff, more character story stuff that if that's not going to end up in the game, stick it on their YouTube channel, you know? Give me some little fun, you know? I want to see like Yuan Wu at the bar, I don't know, trying to rizz up some chick. I'm just being facetious, but you know what I mean? Something that's just totally separate from the game, but makes you feel like the world's alive, because it's just totally, it's inconsequential in a way, but it's just kind of cool. It's like, hey man, I didn't get to see this content, this character in this light, and this is kind of cool and interesting. You know, definitely maybe reaching out to YouTubers that are not in the gacha space, that are definitely console based, getting the advertisement ready for console as well, making sure that they don't just throw it out in the wild. I think working with the Western audience a little bit more as well, I feel, you know, and I can't say for the stuff in Japan, Korea, and China, because obviously I'm not from those regions, and the only sort of information we see is when content creators talk about it. So I don't really know how impactful it is and how much it's affecting culture over there. So yeah, I feel like they could definitely do a little bit better in the West. But maybe I'm biased because I'm in the West, I guess. So of course I've got to take that into account. And I definitely just think there could be better in the marketing. I feel like they're a little bit poor, and we saw that with PGR as well. You've got two, in my opinion, really good games that don't necessarily get the respect they deserve in a way. I know they do from the Wuthering Waves space, because a lot of the Wuthering Waves space are overglazing, if you ask me. But I mean, in terms of like the general space in gaming and gacha, and I think that's on Kuro.
to be over, which just isn't the case at all. And I just want to make that very, very clear to a lot of people that may have seen these posts, you know, spread around Twitter and other places like that. That's all I got for this video. If you did enjoy it, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And as I said, go to my Twitch. I'm going to be live over there. Go down.
Oh, yeah, okay. You know what? First video in the world that I've actually seen Kaza questioning some stuff that they're doing. But, yeah. I can't necessarily disagree with the stuff. I will say, though, I don't think they're doing fine with marketing. And I think it does matter as well. I think just saying, they're not the best at it. And if it stays sucky, don't worry about it. I don't think that's the best way to look at it, in my opinion. Marketing's important. And I think creating a culture and a community of self-marketing is important. Make the community work for you in that sense. I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of the best and biggest games are the biggest and best games. Why? YouTube, man. YouTube and streamers. You know what I mean? Got to get them on the bandwagon. You got to give them content that's going to make them hyped and make them able to create content and get people involved. And I feel like that's the best way to go about it. Again, that's, you know what I mean? For me, end-game content and events are a major part that's going to make the success of this game. It's going to differentiate it from some other titles as well. What's going on, Crimfield? LCCs are too lazy to think past the revenue thing instead of making meaningful content. Yeah, I can't really say much about the meaningful content stuff because I make a lot of reactions. Did I get the beta key for Monster Hunter Worlds? No, I did not. I've seen some people playing it though. Don't force it to become Hoyo. Well, I don't want them to become Hoyo. I want them to have their own identity, definitely. But as somebody who's a fan of both PGR and Wuthering Waves, I do want them to do well, you know? Why can't people accept that maybe people just don't like the game? That's fair, you know, that's definitely fair. I think it's hard to say, isn't it? I guess yo, Cheese, what's going on, bro? We can't really know, can we? I think it's safe to say that if people don't like the game, they're interested in the game. Because if you look at the video that I put up today, Wuthering Waves has done, made a milestone that Oni, Genshin, and Star Rail in the gacha space have managed to do on TapTap. They've surpassed 10 million downloads, and that's on TapTap. That's on Android devices. I think it's on iOS as well, actually. Can you get TapTap on iOS? Whatever, anyway. It's surpassed 10 million downloads. That's pretty impressive. That's not on Android, counting in all the rest of it as well, and obviously PC. That's a big milestone, if you ask me. So, there's definitely eyes on the game. I just don't think it's translating over to things like Sensor Tower. That's why I just don't take too much stock in Sensor Tower for a lot of games, but specifically for WoW, just because the way it works, and I feel like it's a lot more PC based. Now, fuck that, let them screw up the PS5 launch so we get more free pulls. True. That's a good. Yes, I'm here for that. Make some more translation issues. People get mad. Send me a few free pulls. I'll be here for that. Definitely. Yes, I'm here for that. WoW communities, 90% ex-Genshin players and 10% PGR players. Yeah, you're probably right there. I think, to be fair, not all communities, but I think, especially in the West, I think majority of the Western audience anyway are all ex-Genshin players to some degree. You know, there's a spectrum of how much people played it, different degrees of whether people played a few hours or no-lifed it or, you know, dumped hundreds of hours into the game. But I think majority of the Western audience who play other gacha games probably dabbled with Genshin, you know? Which do I prefer, Wuthering Waves or PGR? I probably prefer Wuthering Waves, but I like them for different reasons, if that makes sense. Like, Wuthering Waves, obviously I'm earlier on in earlier content, so I haven't got to the better looking stuff in PGR. But Wuthering Waves is like a grand open world action RPG with gorgeous visuals, an interesting world, great combat, like in my opinion some of the best combat, if not the best, in terms of, well, especially open world. You know, beautiful music, a decent-ish story. You know my issues on the story. It could definitely get better. I think there's a lot of promise in the game, and yeah, selling points for me are that. PGR, better story, better music, really cool character designs, insane anime combat, you know, like literally like, again, probably, I think that's what Kuro do really well. They're no combat. The combat's insane. Obviously, the game's 5 years old. It was developed for mobile, and then it's become PC available. So obviously, it's got that sort of holding it back a little bit. You know, it's not voice acted in the same degree that Wuthering Waves is. So that definitely takes me out a little bit. But yeah, man, different reasons. But I'd probably, if you put a gun to my head, I'd say I prefer Wuthering Waves. Sensor Tower more like fraud and cash grab tower. It's downloads, how many them to quit Wuthering, how many. That's it, we don't know, do we? That's I can't say straight. You might be right. Out of that 10 million who downloaded the game, 9,900,000 might have been like, fuck this shit. But I think it's also a metric that if we're going to look at Sensor Tower and be like, well, Wuthering Waves only made 8 million this month when they're literally only taking iOS data and then extrapolating it for Android and not even involving PC. If we're going to take that as some form that Wuthering Waves isn't doing well, then I think it's only fair that we have to look at things like Tap Tap and say, well, 10 million downloads. Only other two gacha games did that, you know? I think it's fair to look at both of those. Me personally, I don't look at all of them that much, if I'm honest. I just relate stuff to you guys via content. It ain't like I'm sitting there molding when I get off stream about this sort of stuff in games. At the end of the day, I just play games to have fun, you know? If a game ends a service, it sucks, but I ain't going to cry about it. That makes me the 0.001% that wandered into the game away from any of the others. Yeah, I think there probably is a few people like that, but it's probably quite few, to be fair. I must admit. The core parameter is just how good you are to grab the most money to play. Yeah, definitely. That's what gacha is, isn't it? Well, that's what business is, full stop, at the end of the day. I think, this is why I do like Kuro, though. I think Kuro seem to genuinely want to make a good product. Now, call me naive, and I'm not saying other developers don't, but they just seem to exude passion to make good games that people enjoy. Now, you might disagree with that, but that's my personal opinion. I think they do, and I respect that, because it's been a long time. We don't really get much of that in gaming. Not saying we don't, but we don't get much of it. You know, like, I'm thinking, like, back to the times of, like, the 90s and early 2000s, you know, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, where companies made games because, obviously, they wanted to make money, but it was a passion project first and foremost, you know? Most of the time, they never thought that it was going to be something because there wasn't this massive investment. There wasn't huge corporations making them. It was usually like half a dozen dudes who just rolled out of college who were making stuff in their bedrooms, you know what I mean? And they wanted to make really cool stuff that happened to blow up into sometimes big corporations and companies after they all got bought by big companies. Where now, a lot of video games, because it's a big industry, it's made by corporations, isn't it? So number one priority is profit, and not just profit, return on investment as much as possible, massive amounts of profit. You know, sometimes, you know, we've seen with like games like companies like Capcom and stuff turn around and say 2 million copies sold. That's a failure. When that's a profitable game right there. They want 20 million copies sold because they're looking at things like Call of Duty and going, we need those numbers. And I think that Kuro seem like they're not looking at, they want to create something that people want, but I don't think they're looking to Huyo and being like, well, we have to be at those levels. I think the community thinks that. The community's like, well, if they don't hit Genshin numbers, game's obviously failed, which I don't buy into that personally. Which game would you quit, PGR, or we would have had to pick? Oh, I don't know. Probably, I'd probably say PGR because like I'm newer to PGR and I haven't experienced all the content yet. But maybe I'll change my mind when I get to the proper endgame stuff, because everything I've heard and some of the stuff that I've saw, PGR clears it in endgame, which that's a big factor to me. If I'm going to get past a story in a video game and continue to play it, endgame is the most important thing at that point, isn't it? You know, which is 90% of the player base in most gacha games after a couple of months. You've got through the main part of the story. You've got through all that sort of content, and it's about what keeps you in the game then, isn't it? In between the new additions to the story. And that's why I'm adamant that if Wuthering Waves gets on top of endgame and gets on top of events, they'll have a thriving game. They already got a thriving game, but it'll continue to thrive in the years to come. I think if they fail on that, maybe they'll have some struggles. I haven't, no. Do I need to update it? Let me do it while we're yapping. Thank you. I did see your comment earlier, actually, Heckle. Yeah, it's updating now. We're as inferior to PGR at the moment. I think if you're probably in an endgame position, I wouldn't argue that. I definitely wouldn't argue against that. I wouldn't. Because I see the shortcomings of Wuthering Waves. Now, I'm not one of those people. The shortcomings for me don't come in the Wuthering Waves is too easy, or Wuthering Waves is this, or the story's that trash, I'm not enjoying it. The shortcomings for me for Wuthering Waves are, I really like this thing. I want to play more of it. Do you understand? Like, so it's like, it's like I'm having a nice meal and it's like, damn, man, that just wasn't enough for me. You know what I mean? Like I said it before, it's like kind of like an a la carte menu. I get this beautiful bit of food and then a couple of mouthfuls and it's gone. So like, I want to get to that point. And I know we're early days. People keep saying that, but we're 6 months in now. I think it's fair to start judging the game where it's at. It's a live service game. It's like when people say, well, you got to play a game 100 hours to enjoy it. I think it's the same with live service games. You think like, well, you've got to have the game out for 2 years before it becomes a proper game. It's like, nah, I don't buy into that. Like a couple of months after launch, I'm expecting to start seeing some stuff. But I'm confident it will happen though, because of PGR, PGR combat is harder than WoA. I've heard. I haven't got to like the end game stuff, but I've heard that, yeah. Yeah, is that going to be like a Halloween theme, that exploration event? Yo, guys, as well, if you're watching on YouTube, be sure to drop a like on the stream. It's very much appreciated. Speaking of gacha games in general.
Hey, guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be checking...
Don't pause when I click on it, then. Should we watch this video from Vulcan, shall we? New gacha game releases in November 2024, anybody? Should we have a little look? Let's have a little look. Vulcan gacha, check him out, guys. Let's see what's coming up then, shall we? I think I probably know what's most of the games are on this list, but let's see if something surprises me.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the upcoming gacha games for November 2024. And if you have any others that I miss on this list, please leave it in the comments and I'll add them to a pinned comment. But there is a ton coming out. I think I got about 9 games here. Now I'm going to go through them in date order, roughly.
Again, I've been saying I think we are entering the golden age of gacha games as well now, in my opinion. We've got more, we've got so much variety. We've got some massive titles. And it's like we're almost going into the next generation. It kind of started with Genshin, didn't it? The next generation of going from these games that were pretty much just mobile games into these games now that obviously are on mobile as well, but they feel like fully fledged video games. I am a bit of a gaming snob like that. I do tend to look, I'm like, well, it's just a mobile game. But nowadays, a lot of these games really aren't just mobile games, are they?
There will be some that are going through betas and some that are going through full releases, so I will let you guys know exactly what's going on, but a lot of games, let's get into it. So the first game's not your traditional gacha game, it is a card game, and that is Pokemon TCG Pocket. And if you didn't know, I have made another channel that I've been playing this game on through the soft launch, and it is going into its global release on October 30, not November, but still close enough that you guys can jump in and play if you want.
Oh, so that's out now then, yeah.
So depending on when you're watching this, the game might be already out.
Man, do you remember when Pokemon Go just literally took over the world? That was a crazy time, wasn't it? Like, the hordes of people descending on areas when there'd be like a rare Pokemon. That was crazy times, man.
Globally, but this game is a ton of fun. I love card games, so that is why I am covering it.
Card games.
But if you want to see anything from it, like I said, I got a bunch of videos over on the other channel. You can jump in and check it out. Basically, it's just the...
Does the UI actually look like that, though, when you're playing it?
Pokemon TCG compressed into a shortened format and put on...
I feel like this is lies. This is lies.
Mobile with digital cards, and that's essentially what it is. The next one on the list is Starseed Asnaya Trigger.
Dude, every time I hear the name of this game, I'm just like, what? Some gacha game names though, bro. Like, what were they thinking sometimes? I know like a lot of the time it's translations and stuff, but you think sometimes let's make it sound a little bit better in English, maybe.
Quote my pronunciation of that, but this one is by Comtours. They did Summoner's War. I was a mad fan of Summoner's War many, many moons ago. Since then, Comtours really haven't had any hits. I don't think this one is going to be a massive game. It is releasing on November 1st.
I see what they're doing here.
Globally, it's been out in Korea for a fair while, I believe, and this one kind of looks like, I want to say it's like Eversoul, but with more of like the character and enemy design of something like Girls Frontline is the kind of vibe I get off of it. But once again, this one is a cool idle game. You guys know I love idle games.
Yeah, not really for me, man. I'm not really a big fan of idle games, if I'm honest. I know that for some people, but yeah, again, as somebody who's not really bothered about mobile stuff, they really, really are mobile, aren't they? just a lot of the systems in the games just don't suit me personally.
This one I might test out. I just got too much stuff going on to actually grind this game. But yeah, this one does look interesting for a nice little side idle game if you guys are looking for one. Next on the list is Go Go.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, man. Go Go Muffin. Okay, bro. Okay.
Muffin. Now, not exactly what I was expecting from a game name, and it kind of doesn't give you an idea of what the game is about. Now, I watched my man FG3000 do a video on this game. It is currently in its beta phase. I don't know when the official launch will be. You can see they got a beta from their official website going on from the 22nd of October to the 1st of November. I don't know exactly the release date, but this one does look interesting, one that I will probably give a try. It reminds me very much of Ooh La La Idle Adventure. It's got like the MMO aspects of having all the different classes that you can play as, and you've got split talent trees and stuff like that by the looks of it along the way, but it is that idle sort of format. Like I said, if you played Ooh La La Idle,
I do like split talent trees. I would like more. That's one thing that I guess maybe I think I'd like something like that in WoA, if I'm honest. I know we're never going to go down that route now, but I just feel like it gives... Because Wuthering Waves, anyway, has got quite a lot of variety now. You can tackle stuff depending on, obviously, your echo sets and your team synergy and all that sort of stuff. And obviously, skill expression's a thing as well. But I feel like when you have split skill trees and that allow you to reset as well, they really do allow you to, like, build quite unique characters sometimes. Some games, not so much. It's just a bit of a false choice. But, yeah, man, I do like split skill trees.
Adventure, I feel like you'll have a fair idea of the way this one goes, but nonetheless, I think it's pretty cool. I did like Ooh La La, so if this one's kind of similar to that, I think it will be a bit of fun. But once again, if you're looking for a cool little idle game for the side, with a bit, looks like a decent bit of mechanics in it, then this one is definitely a go.
Well, it's an idle game. It's basically when you fuck off and you come back and the game's playing itself pretty much. It's doing the little bits and pieces you want it to do. Like, there's not for me because, again, I play games to play games, and I'm not, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes they're just little side things for people to do, so they could do that sort of stuff while they're doing something else, which is fine. Sort of stuff I guess you can play at work and stuff and that, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not really for me.
Once again, I saw FG3000 made a video on it, so if you do want to look a bit more into this one, I will leave that video in the description. Next up, we have King Arthur Legends Arise. Now, hold up.
I'm just looking off that overlay then, and the name. I feel like this is going to be trash. Maybe I'm judging too quickly.
This isn't what you think. It's new, kind of. So, essentially, I don't know the exact workings of this game. I remember I did a sponsor for this game, I want to say 2 to 3 years ago when it went through, like, an early beta. And then it kind of disappeared.
Actually, isn't MTash making his own gacha game? Pretty sure he is, yeah. Or, like, he's involved. I don't know exactly what sort of, like, I don't know if it's just, like, a consultant role, kind of like how Shroud was in, fuck, I forgot what the game was called now, but that game
appeared and it's come back. Now, it used to be done by Kabam, and it looks like Kabam abandoned it, and now Netmarble have picked it up, and now it's going into another beta, which is kicking off on the 30th of October, which is actually the day I'm recording this video. So, I don't know when the actual release is.
Character design super generic, not really interested.
It's going to be. Maybe we go through another 3 years of early access, soft launch, and it doesn't get released again. I don't know, but this game is going into another soft launch with a new publisher. I don't know.
That's never usually a great sign either, is it? When you see publishers bouncing around, whether for a publisher going under. It's just never a great sign of a game doing well when you see the dev teams have switched, publishers have switched, gets relaunched, new publisher comes in to buy the IP. It's usually not a great sign.
I'll keep you updated, but honestly, this game does look kind of solid. I do like these turn-based style games. Like I said, I played Summoner's War for a long time, so I am a fan of this style of game. But once again, unfortunately, I got too much on. I'm not going to really be able to dive deep into this game. Maybe when it comes global, if there's something else.
It's just everything's super generic. Dragon, yeah. Western style. Dude with like a Jon Snow cloak, yeah. The chick with the double blades. Dude in the armor. Which I love. This is more shit, this kind of fantasy. It just doesn't special at all. I don't know, it's just a little trailer, but still.
What's going on? I'll dive deeper into it. But at the moment for the soft launch, I'm probably going to give it a...
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Guardian. Yeah. I ain't going to say too much because at the end of the day, I'd love to make my own game. So, but yeah.
Pass, but just so you know, it is going into yet another soft launch. The next one on the list is another game currently in...
I like the look of this game, actually. This is the turn-based one, yeah, where this game actually looks good. Great character design. The combat looks decent. It looks nice, this does, actually.
Beta, which is Aether Restart. Now, I've downloaded the game. I just haven't got round to playing it yet. This one looks really nice. I've seen videos by like Gaming Mobile going through raw gameplay. I saw my man Chaotic playing it as well. So there are videos on this game on the beta out there if you want to check them out. Like I said, I just have not had time to play. But this game I am actually really excited for when it comes to global launch. I may not have the time for the beta, but I will definitely grind this game at the global launch because it's, once again, I've said before, I loved the turn-based style of Summoners War. Some people think of Epic 7, some people think of Raid Shadow Legends, but those style of games I just really do enjoy.
And so when I look at this, I think this, it's going into the realm of competing with things more like Star Rail, which I think if you're going to do turn-based and do it with like a higher quality, you really got to go all out, man. And if you can't go all out on the obviously the substance, the style side of things, you gotta go hard in the substance, you know what I mean? But this game does actually look decent.
This one scratches that itch, which with also having a pretty cool aesthetic quality to it that I do enjoy. So once again, I will be definitely diving into this game whenever it globally releases, but I don't think I'm going to be able to grind it too hard during the beta because there's just literally too much going on at the moment for me to play absolutely everything. But Aether Restart, definitely one
interesting. Apart from maybe like Zenless, I know some games do. Interesting character, yeah. You know? One thing I've noticed, there is definitely some waifus in this game, but it seems like they're going with a big variety in character designs, which I'm here for. Because don't get me wrong, I want my waifu games. But I do respect some companies trying some other stuff as well. You know, and I think that's one thing I kind of like about Zenless. Don't get me wrong, they're going to the titty stuff hard. Well, I do feel like they're definitely trying some stuff to be a little bit different than the traditional characters within Zenless.
Everything, but Aether Restart, definitely one on my watch list. Next up, we have Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade with its global launch happening.
Love Jujutsu, but I don't know if I've seen anything in this yet that interests me. I've only seen little snippets here and there, but yeah, I don't know if anything's really caught my eye.
Happening on November 7th. Now, this is a game, I feel like I was watching this game 3 to 4 years ago, putting it in, like, you know, some of my videos talking about that it got announced and stuff like that. It's finally coming to global. Turn-based style game. I honestly haven't dived too deep into it, even though it is a big IP. Something about the game just doesn't really do it for me. I don't know why. That is just a personal preference. Like I said, it's also,
I know it's an art style, but I'm just not the mass. Do you know what it kind of reminds me of? Oh shit, man! What was that game? Was it EverQuest? Was it EverQuest? The old Flash games that you could basically load up on school internet. Was it EverQuest? But it was like it was a Flash style. It was an MMO, I think. Actually, it just kind of reminds me of that. It looks like kind of a Flash game, and I like different art styles and aesthetics. But yeah, it don't really sell it for me.
So the fact that I've got so much else going on at the moment, but this one is launching very soon on the 7th. So if you like the IP, I always say if you like the IP, it's worth.
Am I grabbing the PC release of Red Dead, the original one? Yeah, I'll be grabbing that if
diving into the games, playing them free to play for a bit, and enjoying what there is to offer. But this
one,
the
DLC as well.
Not quite my cup of tea. I don't know why. Once again, it's just maybe I'm just too swept up with everything else coming. But Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade is one that is launching on the 7th of November. Next up, we have Ash Echoes, a global version launching on Steam. It says here November 14th for me. That's because I'm in Australia, so it's November 13th is the official date. This one I did do a video in the beta for it. I really like the style of this game. It's kind of a bit unique with a little bit of like the auto battle aspect, but with more real-time interactions and stuff like that. You've got elemental interactions in the game, and honestly, I just think this is a pretty solid, a little bit unique in the gacha space. I like it when some games do something like a little bit unique, kind of like when Counterside came out. That it kind of like gives me that kind of vibe of it's got something a little bit different, which just I find enjoying.
Looks a little bit like a poor man's Girls Frontline 2 in a way.
So this one I will be covering heavily on the channel. This is like sort of the next game that I'm going to do heavy coverage of for a global release. So expect a bunch from this game on the channel when it does go global on November 13th. But yeah, that's enough said. Like I said, if you want to dive in a little bit more, I do have a sponsor on the channel that I did back in the beta, but this is one I will definitely be playing more. So keep your eye out for that one. Next up is Haze Reverb. To be honest, I don't
I ain't heard of this game.
Really know too much about this one. I just saw that it's expected on November 15th, and I saw it on the pre-registration. I'm like, okay, let's take a look. I
feel like I should have heard more about this game.
It's one that some people will enjoy.
Maybe not.
I'm not expecting the world from this one. Let's just put it that way. But the theory is, I think that these are like giant mech girls or something like that.
Okay, now I might be a little bit interested.
And if they're giant mechs and this is combat, like how big is this Goliath thing? I have
Well, it looks like it's pretty big, because is that a highway? I think that's a fucking highway, yeah, because this is skyscrapers. I don't know how accurate the perspective is, but they look like they're pretty fucking big, so this thing is huge.
No idea. I just looked at some of the formation pages, and I'm like, oh, maybe there is some in-depthness to this game.
What's out now?
I have no idea, and I'm not going to dive too much deeper into it. I might download and give it a look when it drops, but, you know, these aren't really my style of games, but I just looked at it and I thought, hey, some people may get a kick out of this one. So that is, I can't even remember what the name I said was, Haze Reverb, launching expected on the Apple Store.
So how they gonna get the Goonies in there? Is it gonna be like a Futurama Death by Snoo Snoo, you know?
On November 15th. And the final game on the list is
Girls
Frontline 2 Exilium. Don't know if I said that word right, but that's what I'm going to stick with. But this one is expected on December 3, which I know is not November, but it's close enough that I thought I'd slap it in here for those that are anticipating this game. Now, I believe I have videos on this channel. If not, it's my other channel. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Going through the CN beta when it first came out. The game has been out in CN for probably 6 months to a year now, I want to say. I don't know exactly. And now it is getting its global launch. So expect this one. This is another one that I will probably cover when it comes. I just like the I just liked the playstyle of it. I'm gonna have to see what changes they made, because I haven't played the official CN version since the beta. Yeah, it was a bit slow for my liking.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the playstyle.
In the beta, but the actual core bones of the game,
the gameplay does look decent,
were pretty solid. It did copy back then a bunch of the Hoyo model type feel with your summoning system and stuff like that, which I wasn't a massive fan on. But like I said, the core gameplay was actually really fun if it was sped up a bit. So I'm keen to jump in, and maybe I'll try the full CN release before it comes out to global and give you guys my thoughts. But this is one I will definitely try at global at least. But that wraps up the list of games coming in November, or around November 2024.
I like that character's
Let me know what ones you guys are most excited for. And once again, if you do have any others on your list that I didn't cover here, please let me know and I will add it to a pinned comment. But that is going to be it for this one, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.
Okay. Okay, cool. I did want to watch this video at some point, but it's a long video, so we won't do that just yet.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Quite a lot of the games in there, really, not really massively interested in, if I'm honest. Probably Aether Restart, I'm really looking forward to, and Girls Frontline 2. They're like the two games that I've actually got my eyes on, actually. Other than that, the rest wasn't really that interesting to me, to be fair. But yeah, guys, if you haven't, check out Vulcan. He does do a bit of gacha stuff. You should show some love. Yeah, what are you guys looking forward to on there? Throwing fights to robot dinos I'll never see him again. Yeah, man. Give me big, giant waifu mechas and dinosaur fights. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Definitely. All right, should we check out this video from Gamba?
Yo.
All right, pop that there. All right, then. Oh, shit. Hold up, 2 seconds. I've lost your chat. Oh, shit, it's out now. Wait a minute. Is it on Steam? Hold the phone. Is it a good PC port, though? I just saw that Worth a Buy put up a video. I might have to watch that later. Okay, 40 quid. Is it a good port? Fantastic game, no question, but slapping $50 price tag on a game that's practically collecting dust for 14, use bulb moving, throw down rate. Well, people are going to buy it. Game runs pretty well, and I've not experienced any bugs so far. Runs great. Locked at 144. I could deal with that. Yes, 1440 at ultra settings, updated graphics look decent, HDR is implemented very well. Ultra-wide support, controls feel responsive. The base game is still a masterpiece. It includes Rockstar Launcher. No! Oh, God. Character models are still fairly low poly. Some minor glitches. Excellent port. Hate the Rockstar Launcher. Does it come with the DLC then? Yeah. Yes. Oh, I'm going to buy that. I'm going to buy that. Undead Nightmare for me. Best DLC ever made. Best DLC ever made. Love it. Bit buggy and a bit too expensive. Seems like that's kind of the general consensus on there after a quick scan. I hate America. I mean, I love my home, but I hate the politics. Dude, fucking the same here. My rules of playing a gacha games are if I don't like at least 5 characters from the game, then it's a skip. That's fair. You know, I think everybody's got the rules. I don't know. Like, for me, the main number one, the minute-to-minute gameplay. Yeah, minute-to-minute gameplay. How strict is the gacha? Can I clear the main component of the content without being cock-blocked and DPS checked and stat checked? You know, and I'm talking about the story. If I can at least get through the story, I'll give it a go. If you're going to cock-block me at story, which some of them do, with a DPS check and I need shit in the game, and it's a big no from me, you know? I don't mind if a game ramps up a bit of difficulty and there's a skill element to it, and it's like, right, okay, you gotta have a go at this a couple of times here, maybe build up your characters a bit. I'm fine with that. But if it's literally like you're missing this shit, so sorry, then yeah, no for me. Character-wise, I think it's definitely important. I think if I'm not too interested in the characters and I don't need them to clear stuff, then I'm less likely to spend. Because a big factor for me is just the way the characters look. I'm a magpie, man. Give me something shiny, I'll buy it. You know what I mean? I'll be truthful there. But it's got to be fun. Fundamentally, gameplay first, and then everything else kind of secondary. Hey, what's going on, Kazumi? Welcome to the stream. I have a feeling I'm going to regret this, but a cock block. I meant a cock block. Did I say cock block? Cock block. Just basically the game's like, no, give money and we'll let you continue. All right, let's check out this video then, shall we? Gamba AJ, we haven't watched a Gamba AJ for a video for a while. Huge news, Wuthering Waves devs tease something big. Huge news. I don't know what this is then, because we have looked at this little Halloween thing, but is it really that big? Let's check it out.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? AJ here, back at it again with another video. And in today's...
Do you think this is just going to maybe relate to the new exploration event that's potentially coming? There's maybe going to be some Halloween stuff thrown in here and there. It'd be kind of cool if we do some, like, spooky ghost hunt thing. That'd be kind of cool.
This video, Wuthering Waves just put out a post that's very interesting and very spicy, and they're teasing something, and they're...
Okay, I don't think it's that interesting or that spicy. If he's just talking about the tweet we saw on Twitter... It's not that interesting or that spicy, if I'm honest. Yeah, I could tell Gamba likes a chicken tikka masala, and that's about as hot as it gets.
hinting at something that's coming. We're going to go over the possibilities of what it is, what they're talking about. It just came out a minute ago. We'll read their post, and then we'll discuss what I think, the 1 or 2 or 3 things that are going through my mind. But this is definitely, they are teasing.
It is a perfect time of the year for Undead Nightmare, actually.
And it's potentially going to be big, and that's what I kind of figured with the apps and drip.
I'm not even gonna lie, I totally forgot it was Halloween today.
Marketing. But first and foremost, if you guys like the content on the channel, make sure you hit a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for the support. It means the world to me. We're trying to be a top Wuthering Waves creator in space. We're trying to get to 10K. So thank you guys so much. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So as you guys can see,
Bro's thinking, dude, I need to drag this one out.
About a minute ago, Wuthering Waves up.
Oh my god, dude, man. Gamba, this is why Gamba doesn't like the lack of drip marketing. Like, I like Gamba. This is what his issue is with the drip marketing. This geezer, I think, he's like waiting for wooer tweets. Notifications are on. And the second that's up, dude's like, poof, like the freaking, the what's it? Oh, fucking hell, the dude from the wrestling. I forgot his name. Anyway, and he's straight to his computer to make a video. A minute, and he's already got the video up. Like, what? It's fucking 5 AM for him. Crazy bastard.
Puts out a post, and it wasn't drip marketing.
The Undertaker. Guys, there we go. Didn't quite hit there, did it?
We all have been sort of waiting for something for a little while now.
I've got an excuse anyway. My memory's been shit recently. My vitamin B12's low. I gotta go and get some vitamin, because I have to have some vitamin B12 injections before. You don't care. I'm just telling you. That's why I sound like, oh, I am a smooth brain, but that's why I sound like I'm really forgetful sometimes, because apparently that can make you forgetful. Anyway.
There's no drip, no nothing. And we've been patient. They've been doing their job on events, but then they put out their marketing team. Wonder what exciting surprises are lined up for tonight. Let's go on a thrilling adventure. Now, one of the things that people can look at this post, right, is that normally when they do some sort of like animated post or something like that, either it's like a comic strip with like a storyline or something that's like, hey, thank you guys, or something different. They never go and do this where it's like, wonder what exciting surprises are lined up for tonight. Let's go on a thrilling adventure. And it's 5 in the morning for me, guys. I'm not sure what time it is over there.
So that's probably why I'll never be a massive creator, especially when I'm not really a news guy. I do like to bring stuff to you that I think's interesting sometimes and newsworthy. I'm sorry, guys. You will never catch me getting up at 5 o'clock to bring a fucking video to you guys about an update about Wuthering Waves, okay? That shit will be going up hours later when I've woke up, but I ain't doing that.
There, but this is the global marketing time. So why tonight? It probably means
Halloween.
Later tonight, you know what I mean, as far as for global marketing and stuff like that. For the CN and JP side, I'm not sure what time frame that is, but definitely is.
Well, this is going to probably be a little bit less interesting, because I know like Halloween's become a global thing now. It's more about the fun, but Halloween is an American holiday initially, isn't it? And then it's celebrated in the West mainly. I know it is kind of global now, but it is definitely a little bit more hyped up in America, really. So probably they're not really bothered about it over there, are they?
Interesting. Now, one of the 3 things.
That's why you got guys like AJ. It's true. It's true.
This is going to be drip marketing. Now, normally when they've done drip marketing, they've never gone out their way to ever put out a post like
drip
this,
market, the
right?
drip market.
Tease it and just
could possibly be. I feel like the perfect character to kind of do Halloween stuff for would have been Camilla, actually, wouldn't it? Because she's kind of like that, you know. She feels like she fits for Halloween, doesn't she? You know what I mean? He might be right. He definitely spends a lot more time involved in this sort of stuff, so he's got like a bit more of a resume in regards to like, you know, what their kind of MO is and stuff. I feel like this is maybe just something for Halloween. Potentially we might get something in game. It's like a little, hey, here's this, I guess. I don't know. I hope it's more than that, but we've got that new event today, yeah. Haven't we got the exploration event? Maybe it's potentially just for that, maybe, with a Halloween theme to it.
Be like, okay,
Ghost
hey, I
or
think
something?
they understand that the community is a little bit hungry. You know what I mean? We're clearing out the last of the events. We still got like maybe 1 more or 2 more events that are still left on the schedule for this patch. I think it's mainly 1 more. But I think they understand, hey, they see it on their Twitter post that a lot of us want the drip market. We're excited for it. And I think this has been the latest or later that they've done drip market. Somebody can correct me on that. But I definitely do think this could be a huge drip marketing coming.
Again, this is where I go back to that previous video I was talking about Kazahana. We suck at advertising. There should be a set schedule when it comes to the drip marketing. You know what I mean? In my opinion, you should know before a banner that a set amount of days prior to it, you're going to get information on the banner. So the hype starts to build. You're ready for all the videos. You're looking on YouTube. Oh, you know, how's everybody broke it down? But we just get this sporadic release of information where, again, for me, when Kaza was saying, I think they're doing okay at the marketing, I think they suck at it, if I'm honest. And I think they need to get better. And I think they will get better. But yeah, I do. I think they definitely need to improve on it.
Coming out because you're coming off of the hype of Shorekeeper, and Camilla's yet to release. Now, this could potentially be 2 5 stars. This could potentially be, man, I really don't know, because they're teasing something, and this is
2
big.
5 stars.
Now, the other thing I want to talk about is what they potentially could be doing is a Wuthering Waves live stream, right? And we'll get into this conversation in this.
Hey, yo, I respect this theory crafting, you know, because I did not get any of these from this. I thought, hey, this sounds like it's potentially going to be something to do with Halloween. We got the lanterns, you know. We got the kitty from, what is it, Metaphor, you know, with the little bat wings. This feels like Halloween, the purple fire here. You know, this all kind of feels like Halloween. This, I forgot what these freaking things are called now. Looks like he's got a witch's hat on potentially. We've got a pumpkin here. This all feels like it's just Halloween inspired for me, that something might get thrown into the game. But I like the idea that he's coming up with 5-star characters, 2 5-star characters, live streams, something big. I'm not really getting that, but...
In a second myself, is that Wuthering Waves live stream. We had one the last patch for 1.3. And we knew 1.3 was a really, really big patch for them.
I don't want them to do a live stream for every patch personally. I just want a patch for when it's a live stream for when it's big, because I feel like it'll take away from the live streams if I'm honest. Maybe I'm different in that. I guess maybe some content creators want it because it's like a big dump of information. But I feel like it builds hype for those, because you're like, oh, it's a live stream, this is a big patch kind of thing.
But it was a continuation of the story. It was Shorekeeper. They went out. I think
AJ's on something, really.
And it honestly piqued everybody's interest for Wuthering Waves 1.3 when we got that live stream. It made a lot of creators, too, from other gacha spaces, predominantly. You can even see the Hoyo creators who played WoWa started to come back. A lot of people started to pique the interest. Wuthering Waves' traction, at least for advertising and everything like that, was getting crazier, and it was getting spread wide. A lot of people really enjoyed Shorekeeper for multiple reasons, meta-wise, story-wise, and stuff like that. And it was started with that live stream. You know what I mean? A lot of people were hyped. They're like, okay, this is something big that we maybe gotta look at. And then 1.3 comes out and delivers. So this announcement right here could potentially be a live stream. Now, the big question that I want to
be interested to see if it is. Like, if it is, though, I feel like wouldn't it be a bad time for China and Japan? You know what I mean? Don't their live streams typically happen like afternoon for us? So it's like evening for those guys. Be interesting, because like, again, if it's for characters, it feels like that they wouldn't do it for the Western audience, and mainly because like they can hit the Western audience in the day and Eastern audience in the evening. I'm still getting this is Halloween vibes. Like, I feel like, you know, wonder what exciting surprises are lined up for tonight. Let's go on a thrilling adventure. I feel like that just sounds like to me, hey, it's going to be, you know, some potential spookiness going on tonight. Wait and see kind of thing. Like, I don't know what to get from it, really. I don't know what to infer from it.
Pivot on. If it is
I'm not a theory crafter, though.
Right, guys? Like I said, it goes back to the original drip marketing. Are we getting 1 5-star or are we getting 2 5-stars? Because they've been on this road of 1 5-star, 1 4-star, 1 5.
Interesting. What does it mean by that in the next patch? Or does he mean for 2.0? Because we know we're getting Camellia and we know we're getting Lumi. And I think it's pretty safe to say that Lumi's going to be on Yinlin's banner because they did that with Jian. So I think that's going to be how things go. When we get reruns, we're probably going to get 4 stars going onto the reruns, aren't we? As a way to hype up the rerun and as a way to, like, you know, spread out the patch in regards to new content on the banners. I'm interested to see what he's thinking there. Where does he mean? Like, is he thinking forward to 2.0 here that we're going to get information? We haven't really even got official stuff for Camellia, though, have we? Like, we need the drip market. We need the little trailer. We need the official kit, the dev notes for Camellia's kit. You know, like how we got for Yu and how we got for Shorekeeper. Like, we haven't got that yet. So feels like they'd be jumping the gun. And I feel like if they do that, they're making mistakes again, because that could turn people off spending on Camellia and Lumi. You know what I mean?
5-star, 1 4-star. I do somehow have a gut feeling it could potentially be 2 5-stars, just because I don't think a lot of people have Lumi or Yoo-Hoo unless you're a whale at those R6 levels and those copies. And those are really good 4-stars that are going to be in the game that Kuro Games has worked on. We don't know Lumi's full kit yet until Kuro Games reveals it, so I'm excited to see the numbers on that. But definitely I do.
We don't know. Have we had official kit for Camellia? We haven't, have we? Or am I tripping? I know we've had a kit's been leaked. We haven't had the official kit, though, have we? Because obviously, it could be, you know, that was stuff that was coming out from the beta and stuff like that. You know, there's potential nerfs and tweaks happening before we get it, right? I wasn't aware that we'd had anything official. other than just the artwork that we initially got. I thought that's all we got from Kuro regarding Camellia.
You think those characters
Never mind, bros,
rerun,
onto nothing.
and this could be
Yeah,
a
I don't see it
5-star
myself.
patch.
It might be.
The other
I
thing I
ain't
want to
saying
talk
it.
about is, and this is where we'll close off if you guys are
I
listening.
don't understand his reasoning for it.
One of the things that you guys should keep in
He's not
mind
selling me.
is that we all hear the rumors, but I want to know myself as well as the community, I think, is this 1.5 or is this 2.0? We've heard rumors like a ridiculous amount. Like, a lot of people just say something, guys, and it's sometimes like we don't know anything, you know what I mean? Most likely it's going to be patch 1.5. If it's 1.5 or whatever patch number they want to go, or they're jumping ahead, right? What are we going? Like, are we getting a main story again? Is this going to be filler? What's the event schedule look like?
Hold up. Just so I can reason this in my head. He's looking at, well, I think it's safe to say this is Halloween related. It's Halloween. This has come up today. You know, I know that we can just barely see. This looks like a witch's hat to me here, right? Yeah, on the right-hand side. Looks like a witch's hat. This is definitely a pumpkin. You know, we got Metaphor here looking ghoulishly ghostly. We've got lanterns, so we're obviously exploring a creepy place. One potential here is female rover passing through the mirror here. You know, I don't know if that's what's going on there. So maybe we might have something regarding the portals. Or maybe we might have something where there's a little event where you pass through and it becomes all like dark and Halloween themed for the exploration event, or for some little things for the dailies maybe, or for a couple of days. But I really don't understand where he looks at this and thinks, right, I think we've got 2 5-stars coming, guys. They're going to be talking about 1.5 or 2.0. I just don't get it. And I'm not trying to be a dick. I just don't see it.
Like, because this could potentially be another huge patch for Wuthering.
Mirror like in the Black Shores portals, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking something like that, and that could be, you know, hey, we found this little thing down here, and that's like, it's like, oh, it's all creepy and stuff. Like, maybe Cheer comes up to you and says, come check this out, or, you know, maybe it's not even voice acted or whatever, but it's just a character speaking to you, and you go down and you're like, what's this? And you touch it and you boom, you go through, and it's like, dude, why is everything gone dark? And then maybe there's a Halloween little story. You know, I'm here for it.
Waves, guys, and I don't see why they would slow down at this point. They could be carrying the momentum, and if Kuro is playing their cards right, I think the best thing for them to do, especially from a business-wise, if you look at it from their perspective, and financial-wise, guys, drop 2 5-stars. That one, there'll be one that everybody likes out of
what today?
2, right? That's going to be your cup of tea. You're going to enjoy it. You're probably going to grab that character, grab their weapon after Camilla, you know what I mean? Yinlin rerun comes out, you can throw that in there as well. There'll probably be a lot of events and stuff like that.
Right, so dude's saying Camilla plus 2 5-stars and Yinlin. Nah, that ain't happening. I don't think that's happening. That's just too much. At short notice, people wouldn't have opportunity to, like, get anything. People would be tripping. They'd be so pissed. I'd be pissed. I'm a slight spender. If they just turned around and was like, hey, guys, Camilla, 2 new 5-stars, and Lumi, I've got to get String Master 2. Fuck! You know? I ain't going to be happy.
If this is potentially 2.0, and I don't know anything, guys, this is all just
okay, if he's talking about 2.0, okay, that's fair.
This would be one of the most crazy announcements Wuthering Waves is doing, because they're making a huge leap. And we don't know what could be coming then. That could, like, if they were to say 2.0 is coming out, the Asteroid Pity could reset, you know what I mean? Like, just like the Hoyo games do. Then we don't know what banners are coming out. We don't know what events are coming out. We don't know what rewards we're going to get for even making it into 2.0. But it goes back to this post. They've never done anything like wonder what exciting.
Yeah, but we ain't had Halloween yet. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, why is it going to be Christmas time and they're going to put up a snowman and everyone's going to be like, whoa, whoa, oh, 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 you know, the Leonardo DiCaprio, I mean, you know, like, oh, that means, oh, guys, let me tell you, new characters, I've figured it out. There's going to be 3 new characters. We're going to get a Beyblade versus mode. And just looking at this image here, I'm thinking PvP? Yeah?
Exciting surprises are lined up for tonight. Let's go on a thrilling adventure. I'm very, very curious. I'm very, very excited. I'm just very, very hungry for something new. I think a lot of us.
I think you're a little bit too hungry. Yo, what's up, Jornax? I think dude's that hungry. He's like, you know, he's hallucinating. Dude's like, man, I'm so hungry. And then he's looking at his dog and he's thinking, damn, bro, that's looking like a turkey right now. Oh, bit of applesauce, bit of gravy. Oh, man. You know?
Love the game right now. I think we want a little bit more. I think a lot of the gachas have slowed down. Besides Nikkei, I don't know anything about Nikkei, but I see everybody. I think it's their anniversary, so shout out to anybody who's playing that. But all in all, that's my thoughts. I just want to let you guys know something big is coming for Wuthering Waves. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on what.
I would too, actually. I want to look at the comment section saying, I'm curious.
Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for the support. It's been your boy AJ. I love you.
Okay, I like AJ. I do. I like AJ. I think, you know, he tries to get information out to the community on a regular basis. I think he's tripping here, though. I think he's extrapolating information that I just don't see there. Hey, I might be proven wrong here, and he might be right, but if he's right, the dude's got a 5 head, you know? He's got a legit 5 head, and he's seeing shit that us mere mortals are not seeing, because all I see here is, guys, it's Halloween. We might have something in game that's a little bit cool for Halloween. You know, that's all I see. But hey, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Let's have a look at the comment section now. This is just Wuthering Waves official Halloween art, kind of. Today's Halloween and Rovers holding a lantern means something big. Maybe something special for Halloween. You know, this feels like the perfect opportunity for them to tease 2.0 characters because they're... It's not though, is it? Because their theme is carnival. I just don't see how it is. I think that's bad marketing. We've got a new character coming. So before we tease the new character and show off all the kit and their animations officially, let's show the 2.0 characters. Unless they're just going to be master debaters and be like, we're going to get ahead of the leakers. I just don't know if that's right, though. They are teasing Rover gender change. Okay. Okay. Wow, Wuthering Waves. Nah, people should tone down the expectations. Very like it's about Halloween celebration. Okay, I'm glad the community's, because I think Gamba's tripping hard here. I get it. I understand the kind of content that Gamba makes. He's more informational news stuff. He does like tier lists here and there and should you pull type stuff. And he like, you know, he yapping videos basically. I think he's just trying to get a video out here, if I'm honest. Which I'm not hating on. Not hating on that at all. I think it's just a Halloween post with a cute picture. Man, I hope not. We are starving for something big. Yeah, I think it's just that dude's that hungry. He's seeing shit that's not there. You know? Which I can feel. I feel it, you know. I feel it. I can understand that. I can understand that. Makes me wonder if they're going to announce a PS5 version of Wuthering Waves will come out. That'd be big. If we got that, that'd be cool. About time they announce something. Hopefully it's something. Yeah, it'd be good if it's something. This is off topic, but man, NNN starts tomorrow. Wish you luck, comrades. Yo, it's a live stream again. I hope Solkuro is cooking something good. I don't think it's going to be a live stream because, like, what? It's 3 o'clock now in the UK. What time is it in China? China like 9 hours ahead of the UK. It's like, is it like a? It's like late at night there now. Yeah, I know China's massive, so I don't even know because it probably goes across multiple time zones. 10 p.m. So at least, yeah. So like, I can't imagine they'd do a stream now when Japan and China are still the biggest audiences in terms of revenue. They'd be cutting them out. They're going to wake up pissed tomorrow. Like, I feel like it might be a little mini event, something very small, but it'll just be on for a couple of days. So, you know, obviously it's kind of reaching out to the Western audience because a lot of people in the West, you know, celebrate Halloween. And then, you know, the Chinese, Japanese audience can wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, cool, man. You know, a little cool event here. They'll be there for a couple of days, potentially. What's context here? Just arrived. We're just reacting to Gamba, reacting to this image that was put up and inferring that a whole heap of shit that I just don't think's happening, if I'm honest. Seems the fact there's a mirror in both MCs. Maybe we get to change sex of character. I don't know about that. I feel like that's a really weird way to show that. I feel like, to me, Rover's on the other side of that mirror, isn't she? Because look, Abby's looking into the mirror, yeah. And so is Metaphor. We see their reflections. Male Rover's reflected as female Rover in the mirror. So it makes me think that's just showing that you can go on to the other side of the mirror. and look as well. Obviously, I know it's a blue, but everything looks dark. You know what I mean? We've got all the lights here. Everything's all lit up. It's all warm. And then we've got the dark area. I feel like maybe we're going to have something what we can pass through, and it's going to make the theme of the game look dark. Oh, you're just going to log in and it's just going to be Halloween themed. You know, they're just going to do that typical thing of most games when you go into a game and it's Halloween and there's pumpkins everywhere and it's nighttime and the spooky sounds and stuff like that. What's going on, Grimfield? It's 10:50 PM here at my country. Where are you from? AJ needs sneakers. Biggie Stretcher. Yeah, you know what? That, I can understand the logical connection. I don't think it is, because I think it'd be a weird way to announce a gender change, if I'm honest. I feel like that'd just be something that'd just be thrown in dev notes, because it doesn't need that sort of connection with all of this. It feels a weird way to show it off. And you know some crazy people would be like, oh, is that what you're saying then? Are you saying that, like, oh, people who want to change the gender are attached to freaky, scary Halloween? Is that what you're saying? You're saying we're freaks? You know, I feel like it's potentially more a little bit like some Halloween based. But I get the logic of that. That makes sense. The rest of what Gamba said made no sense to me. But yeah, anyway. All right, cool. Yeah, no hate on Gamba. I like Gamba. But yeah, I think that was a reach. Big reach, if I'm honest. Big reach. Shall we watch this other video, though? And then we're going to get into games. Because we are big fans of Sid Neymar here. I really like him. And if you do like lore, informational videos that go a little bit deeper, this is your guy making some really good content. It shouldn't be missed, guys. We did watch a video reacting to him the other day, showing the leaks and potentially that we've already seen from Kuro herself, maybe alluding to this is what Renita could look like. We reacted to a video of him talking about Rover's secret power, a potential new Echo coming to the game, and now everything we know about Renita in Wuthering Waves, no leaks. Let's check it out then.
Renita has been mentioned by various characters and NPCs in Wuthering Waves, and what they say has a lot more meaning than I initially thought. Everything in this video is based on official information. No information in this video is based on leaked information.
No leaks. No leaks.
Kuro has posted a scene of what they have used as a reference for some designs in their game. This was posted in 20...
Yeah, there's a lot of allusion to Atlantis, Greek mythology. Renita means rebirth, or like, yeah, rebirth, and some of the words in Italian, I believe, or Roman Italian, as far as I'm aware. You know, looking at a lot of the stuff, definitely looks like we might be going towards a European-styled area next.
2022 it contains 2 images of the Atlantis DLC from Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We know that the architecture and story of Wolong is an adaptation of Chinese mythology, so Atlantis, which is from Greek mythology, is more likely an inspiration for another region. Storekeeper confirms this idea in Act 8 by saying that Renita has a field of daisies and violets.
I remember the field of flowers we once saw in Renita, how beautiful those daisies and violets were.
Apart from being symbolic in Greek and Roman mythology, a daisy and violet field is also in the
My guy is cooking. Atlantis
trailer for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the very same DLC they used as references. Renita is also an Italian name which means rebirth, and in the first Lolo campaign event, Machi says that a customer bought jerky in Renita. The European origin of jerky is from the Romans. These 4 pieces of evidence...
I didn't know that. I didn't know the jerky was from the Romans. Okay, I learned something new today.
Indicate that Renita's architecture is inspired from Assassin's Creed Odyssey's Atlantis and Greek and Roman mythology. The 2 mythologies are very alike.
I ain't going to speak about it because I saw leaks, and I mentioned this before, from a lot of the leaked images that I did see. Definitely getting those vibes, you know. I won't go into it, but yeah, definitely getting those vibes.
And this is the same way that Wolong's architecture, lore, atmosphere, and hierarchy are of Chinese mythology. But this is not where it ends. After watching the Assassin's Creed Odyssey Atlantis trailer, the MC is called the Keeper.
I like this game.
Fulfill your destiny, Keeper.
This immediately made me think of Shorekeeper, so I went to watch a full 8-hour gameplay walkthrough of this DLC.
Oh my god, bro. Did you really? Yo, I respect the work, you know. I respect the work. Now, this is theory crafting, you know? This is actually being like, okay, I see something. I'm assuming something. Let me go and back up my assumptions.
and that is where everything that is possibly in Renita just made sense. The next part in question is the atmosphere of Renita, the creatures, the features of both man-made creations and nature. The only confirmation we have is that the manta rays, seen since version 1.0, are a teaser for Renita. Again, at the beginning of the DLC, you need to open the Great Seal to access the submerged Atlantis. Outside the seal and submerged area, you can see the manta rays. It's even on the poster of the Fate of Atlantis DLC. We know that there is an underwater building with 3 symbols from the Black Shores teaser. One theory for this building shown in Wuthering Waves is possibly the game's adaptation for the Great Seal. When to call out the 3 names of the constellations or symbols of the Great Seal, the journey begins through Elysium, the underworld, and Atlantis. 3 cities that fell thanks to the previous generation of the MC. But considering Wuthering Waves probably won't just copy and paste the story, only get inspiration, the 3 realms
it's going to have a twist because it's going to link into the typical East and stuff as well. It's going to be like a merger in a sense, isn't it? Like, you know, because like how Rover's based on, he's based on some of the, what is it, Anarchy or whatever it's called. But yeah, dude, I again, man, Sid's cooking. Sid is cooking. That's all I can say.
Have a number
it's
of
above my pay grade now.
Again, this could be 3 realms, 3 celestials, 3 sentinels, 3 cities. We don't know. Another feature we do know of Renita is that it is the land of echoes, and they are next level and talk.
See, I was just saying, we know that, we've heard that, I remember that. I have been saying this. This is an opportunity to definitely ramp up the amount of echoes we've got in the game. And if it's the land of echoes, I'm hopeful. And again, from a leaked image I saw, there was an echo. Potentially it's an echo. It looked like if we're going to have some talking stuff, that could be one that does. Which, when you think about it, when the game initially came out, man, the Crown list spoke. So, I don't know, it still sucks that we lost that.
I don't hear an echo talking every day, but it's not that uncommon either. I heard there's a country called Rhinus, what? Anyway, the echoes there are next level.
Now the wording here is important because echoes refer to the remnant energy left behind, not the tacit discord itself. This could mean that the echoes themselves are not just from tacit discords, but the frequencies are from more advanced civilizations that were destroyed by the lament. Remember, we had a talking tacit discord when meeting Scar. The bit I want to rule out is the potential for the echoes of Renita to be enhanced through scientific experiments. If this was possible, I'm sure this kind of information would spread, and the Academy would do this for all regions with echoes encapsulated within the Gords or Pangu terminals. So it is more likely that Renita has a previous human civilization that was much more advanced and stronger, with some remnant energy that is much more advanced and stronger, which allows the remnant frequencies to have a more lifelike or next level echo. And those echoes stored in the Gords are used for day-to-day living. This would match the theme of Greek mythology that has advanced earlier generations, lost to destruction
Pokemons,
and
boys.
hubris. In the Atlantis DLC, there were humans that were experimented on to become more powerful than the gods, and they became monsters like Cyclops, Medusa, and Minotaurs.
We spoke about this in his previous video, actually, in regards to artificial resonators and potentially Scar could be said. So, you know, that'd be interesting if we did, because, like, you know, that, you know, all roads kind of point to that potential experimentation going on between humans and resonances of other resonators and tacit discords themselves, because I think that's what the Fraxiters kind of want, don't they? They kind of want like the harmony between humans and resonators and tacits themselves, and it all, like, you know, kind of coming together. So it would make sense that they are doing those sort of experiments.
Last 2 features that we can see from the concept images released by Kuro are the boats in a harbor and the square-like terrain. Considering that the story of Atlantis is before its destruction in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and that you can see the same boat design in the dev's concept, it is likely that this is the inspiration, along with the white marble blocks that are all over the area. Wuthering Waves also has a futuristic take on designs, while Atlantis itself was theorized as an advanced civilization. The story of Atlantis gets very deep, and
I hope if we do have something like that, and it is kind of based on Atlantis, I hope we get to see it as is and not like post-apocalypse, because I'd really like to see a more larger metropolis area within this game, if I'm honest. I hope like every area we don't go to is kind of past its prime. I want to see some stuff that feels a bit more bustling.
and it will take very long to explain it fully for every possible connection to Wuthering Waves. It's also only a fraction of Greek and Roman mythology. The main point to take, if the lore of Renita is also heavily inspired from Assassin's Creed Odyssey, is that it is a land that boasts perfection but is built upon deceit, or to put it another way, good from far and far from good. But there are also other time periods from Greek and Italian history that are significant, like the Spartans, the Trojan War, the Renaissance, as well as figures
a shit ton. If you're going to go through Greek and Roman history and mythology, you've got an absolute cornucopia of things to base your stuff on, really. It's endless, isn't it, really? You know, well, Europe, Chinese, European is like, you know, as two areas, they're steeped in history, mythology, and things to come up with, aren't they, really? You know, like they're good areas to go for if you really want to, like, delve into creating some ideas and finding inspiration.
Like Alexander the Great, Marcus Aurelius, and many more. The MC in Assassin's Creed is a hybrid between human and Olympian, and therefore became the Dikastis, which means judge or juror. So this could possibly become the theme for Rover in this lifetime in Renita. Rover is human and has the power of Abby. Along the same line, the MC in Assassin's Creed was a present being reliving the memories of her ancestor that was an assassin, who was shown the memories of their ancestor as
kind of almost feels a little bit like that with Rover, doesn't it?
The Custis of Atlantis in its last days. We know that Shorekeeper and Rover were in Renita before, so a previous version of Rover was present. But we do not know if Rover's previous lifetime in Solaris 3 was as Salvation, or if Rover was a hero turned villain. This is the theme.
See, I hope to God we lean into that, because I've been asking that for a while. I don't want Rover to be seen by everybody as this golden child, this amazing hero we all must bow down. I'd like to go to some areas where maybe some of the choices that either Rover did purposefully, because that was what they believed, or just by accident for the powerful being they are, they left some destruction in their wake, and some peoples from different areas don't actually see the Rover as a positive force for good, and are actually against the Rover because they're like, yo, last time we remember you, shit went to shit, basically, and a lot of people died, or there was famine and destruction. I think that'd be a really cool thing to lean into.
In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the good intentions of a previous generation of MC that ultimately resulted in destruction. The current MC learns from these memories that the only way forward is to prevent that power from being obtainable rather than letting everyone have it, therefore becomes the Keeper. The only bit of information we have about Rover's past journey was that they were once a legendary hero, and their journey was filled with twists of fate thanks to this ciphered dialogue in the Black Shores teaser. Again, this is theorizing from the facts we know, which is that Renita is inspired from Atlantis in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, thanks to Shorekeeper describing the landscape symbolic to the same mythology. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you in the next video.
Damn, bro, Sid, he's cooking, man. What is he cooking over there, buddy? He's cooking, and we eating good because of it. Jeez. Man, guys, if you haven't checked out Sid Neymar, I've got to say, in my opinion, one of the best people doing it in the Wuthering Waves space at the minute. You know, again, you got people like me doing lazy as shit reaction content and just streaming. I know it is what it is. I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy watching this sort of content myself. But, you know, you got like people doing guides. Again, I feel like there's definitely a place for that. It's important, and it's shit that I couldn't do. You know, you got people doing tier lists, all that sort of stuff. Yappers, drama people. This is the sort of shit I like to see. This is good, man. We need more of this in the community, because I feel like this generates deeper thoughts about the game, and I like it, man, because we've got an interesting world. You should definitely check him out. Show him some love, because, yeah, man. Again, that's what I really want to see. I'd love it if that is kind of the area we're going to. At the end of the day, I can't wait to go to whatever area's next. The stuff that we've kind of got, like, little teases towards, saying really cool. But yeah, again, for me, I agree with you, Straight Jacket. Some character development with Rover's needed. I mentioned this in my story video. I want Rover to be more than a plot device. At the moment, she's just, he or she is just a plot device. An interesting plot device. I'm not saying they're not interesting, but the Rover themselves isn't. They're just kind of bland, aren't they? If you think of all the characters in the game, they're the least interesting character in the game, aren't they? That's why I keep saying I'd like to see more of the other characters. But make the Rover more interesting. Make me care more about the Rover's journey. you know, make it not such a perfect history as well. I want to see some confliction and some disagreements between the group, new characters that pop up who don't see you as the amazing thing that we've been led to believe that she is or he is at the moment. And it would be nice to go to some areas that maybe are standoffish because they're like, we don't trust you, you know. Last time we saw somebody like you with the name that you've got and, you know, stuff didn't go to plan and it wasn't a good time for us. So yeah, definitely. But yeah, guys, check out Sid Neymar, man. I think there's nobody doing it better at the minute. If anybody else has got any other lore channels as well, I'd definitely like to check them out because I love this sort of stuff. But yeah, guys, check him out. Show some love. Show some love. Robin might be the actual leader of the organization Scar is a part of. Yeah, your MC forgot. Again, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's not the case, Thunder. Because like at the minute, it feels like Rover was involved in pretty much everything. I don't know if I like that, so to speak. But I would definitely, because like, obviously, what we don't know, Scar's probably going to become playable. How's that going to work into the story? How does he switch from being an antagonist to being part of the crew? Is it that we learn more that what Scar's up to isn't actually all that nefarious and we learn more about what's going on and actually we need to tread the same sort of path or team up with him at some point? Maybe Scar learns something new. Maybe Scar's eyes are awakened and he switches what he's doing. You know, I'd be interested to see what happens there. But I hope to God, because for me, Scar's one of the most interesting characters in the game. I hope it's not just on a dime, you know, kind of like how the Shorekeeper situation was, where Scar's this antagonist. He's kind of a baddie. He's a baddie. He's a goodie now. I really hope that doesn't happen, because that'd suck if that happens. Because I think he's one of the most interesting characters in the game. I was thinking and theorising that Rover is a past villain base of what Jue said about what Rover will choose this time. Yeah. I'd like the idea that, you know, even if we've got like, it's almost multiversal in a sense, kind of like in the Matrix, that it's happened multiple times. Potentially shit went wrong in some of the instances and it had to be kind of reset and go again. And that would definitely be interesting. Together we are gathering wives. This is true. Lazy mode is going step by step, which is better than rush through all of it. I love lazy mode. Yeah, true. We make the same mistake as Terra Fancy turning your MC into the stories into a site. Agree. If you're going to give me a protagonist, I understand that you kind of like, it's a self-insert in a way. You know what I mean? Or it doesn't have to be that for me. Like, allow me to enjoy Rover's story as much as the other characters. This is why I think I'm crying out for more companion quests and potentially even a patch that's dedicated to 2 or 3 of the characters' story throughout the entirety of the patch. And Rover's not even involved because, for me, some of the best parts of the storytelling in Wuthering Waves so far have been like Chang Li, Jinxi's story, Jian's. Like, I found those super interesting because they're just better rounded characters, aren't they? There's more to them. You know, you understand their plight more. Rover's just, in an essence, an avatar, a shell for you in a way, isn't he? I want Scar to be the organisation as against Rover's destruction and mayhem, he bought. Yeah, that'd be cool as well. That you think they're the bad guys, but you actually find out, I don't know, they just seem like the bad guys because they're willing to do the things that needs to be done. Villain origin score massively high in games, but the hero thing has been used over 25 years by now in games and it got boring too quickly. Agree. I think I'd like to, because we've got tropes in the game, of course, haven't we? With this all-powerful being. We've got amnesia. You know, the things, the story beats have been quite tropey. But I can be a fan of tropes, I can, if they're done interestingly. But I just don't find the Rover that interesting. But maybe we'll get, I think the plot device is interesting. The Rover themselves is kind of boring, aren't they? I want the story to be more nuanced, not surface level, good versus bad. Yeah, I'm here for that. I can get down with good versus evil, because one of my favourite books ever and universes ever is Lord of the Rings, and that is literally good v evil. You know, it's the irredeemable versus the light. But it's also incredibly interesting. If you go down good v evil, you got to do it right. You know, your characters, your reasons for your characters to do the things, and your world building has to be up here. But if you're going to go down a more nuanced area, I think you get a little bit more freedom in that stuff then. And it's just about telling a story that like is interesting, and you can't exactly be like, I know what's happening next kind of situation. So if the MC is an anti-hero or villain, that would be a change of pace, and also the main reason people play gacha games due to this is, yeah, I agree. I think it'd be interesting. I did watch the past cutscenes and they were cool. Like just the little thing of everybody kind of not trusting you. And when they see you absorb the echo, the first thing she does is pull out a strap and puts it to your face and is like, bitch, I'll blow your head off. That to me was cool. Where we got the version we got now was Rover does some shit nobody's ever seen before and everyone's like, yay! You know? Where you wouldn't do that really, would you? You'd be like, wait a minute, can we trust this new chick who just fell out the sky? And now she's sucking echoes up with her hands. I don't know if it's a good idea to probably trust her. But we didn't, did we? So I guess I do find it interesting who is a rover and then what is a rover. Oh yeah, I do. I definitely think the plot device of the rover itself is interesting. Like, what is she? How does she relate to the grander scheme of the cosmos? And you know, because I like lore. I'm the type of person that I love. I like to fantasy wise. I like to see, you know, how the universe was created, the pantheon of gods. You know, how cultures around this fantasy world were created and their links to their individual gods and how everything, you know, I like history sort of stuff in that regards from fantasy. So I am interested in that stuff, but at the same time, I want the character themselves to actually be interesting because we're experiencing it through them, aren't we? Not what I meant, rather flashbacks. Oh, I haven't seen that, no. I might have to have a look at that. It will be a plot twist if Rover joins Scar and abandons Black Shores or acts neutral. Yeah. Where we end at the final chapter finding out, though, through reveals that Rover was creating his own new greater evil organisation. Now that will be a fourth wall break. I'll be here for it. It'd definitely be something different and it'd be kind of interesting. All right, hold up, chat. We're going to watch one more video and then I'm going for a pee because it is 20 past 3. 2 secs. Some tunes on for you to listen to. Talk amongst yourselves and I will be back in a moment. Say though, I enjoy these sort of conversations. I think that's why I like doing reaction content because sometimes I struggle to, well, I always struggle to eloquently get my thoughts out, but to just sit there and be like, right, just roll with my thoughts on stuff. I kind of like to bounce off people, so I like doing reaction content because I can bounce. I'll be like, oh, actually, yeah, that makes me think about the thing I was thinking about, and we chat as well. This music gives me the Deus Ex conspiracy vibes when in the China level finding trace of tongue. I love the Deus Ex games. Yeah, man, I got something. I think it's all AI, but all right. Saves getting copyright hit anyway. All right, then let's check out this video.
Are you looking for
from Sticks? Okay, he's doing a little skit. All right, I'm here for it. By me. Okay, then we do like a little bit of Sticks here, guys. Let's check it out. Yes, Aether Gazer finally did it. I think this is probably talking about the PC launch. I actually haven't played Aether Gazer since. Does anybody know? You know, since the PC client's fully released now, they implemented the mouse and keyboard fix. Please tell me they have, because it sucks having to keep using a pad. Let's check this video out in a minute.
Hey you, are you looking for an action game like none other? I mean, not really. No, I'm actually pretty happy with. Perfect, because Aether Gazer just rolled out their official PC client. Yeah, but with this, one of the best action games on mobile is going to be fully playable.
I will say, I quite like Aether Gazer, however you pronounce it. The game's kind of fun, man. It's got the voice acting at the start of the game's really good as well.
On PC with a fully optimized UI and full controller support. Okay, sure, that sounds great, but... Oh, it is great, and I'm here today to tell you, yes, you specifically, you sitting down in your chair right now watching this, you can download Aether Gazer right now if you're interested in playing, by clicking that link down in the description and the pinned comment below. Down where? The floor? I'm literally just standing on carpet down here, there's nothing there. Why yes, this video...
What is this?
Is in fact sponsored by YoStar. I didn't ask that. If you're interested in
that
playing
bad sticks, let's go.
and honestly, genuinely, you should be, then you can do so once again by clicking the link down below.
I think it's definitely worth a try though, guys. Genuinely, I think if you like action gacha games, I think you'll find a little bit of fun in this game, if I'm honest.
The floor? Now let me go ahead here and bring in Jeff, who was going to walk you through exactly
I got
why
that streamer look as well. 4S
Gazer.
characters in my first 20 pulls. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Jeff. Hi. So go ahead, convince me as to why I should play Aether Gazer. Aether Gazer is an incredibly fast-paced action RPG. You deploy several modifiers in a battle and engage enemies in an effort to save humanity from extinction.
I ain't seen that cutscene. Hold up. That was that good. I gotta see it again. Holy titty smash.
Fires in a battle.
Wait a minute. What the hell? Is this in case you need the toilet? Okay.
Fires in a battle and engage enemies in an effort to save humanity from extinction. Oh, that's kind of bad. Oh, it is very bad. Modifiers are powerful units that are directly under your control. They have, I like her. Oh, wonderful. Oh, I like her too. Holy crap, some of these characters are actually ridiculously detailed. Please.
They're really good, actually.
You have my undivided attention. Right.
Jesus, bro, those...
So modifiers are units that you can control physically. You can deploy up to 3 in battle at any given time, with each modifier possessing their own distinct look, combat style, and
abilities. Hades.
Modifiers have a variety of different uses. Some can heal, some excel in AoE damage, others are nukers, dealing extraordinary single target damage that, I'm sorry, I can't concentrate, I'm still just staring at Tai. Is she single? I genuinely cannot say that I've ever asked or have any knowledge pertaining to individual modifier relationships. So what I'm hearing here is that's a maybe. You could, I guess, always just ask her and find out. I mean,
Styx is actually alright at doing this stuff, actually.
Nah, she looks kind of intimidating and a little bit out of my league. Right, so what about her? Fancy you mentioned Thoth. She's our newest recruit. Thoth is an incredibly agile unit, excelling in both ranged and close quarter combat. Did she just...
I mean, she just take her skirt off.
Am I seeing this... Did her outfit just, like, fall off? Thoth is an exceptionally potent DPS. Not only can she attack from a distance with her normal attack, but her ultimate provides a beneficial damage buff to all team members.
Xbox shocked themselves. Genshin comes to Xbox on November 28th this year. There is a pre-order for early access, but the counter only hit 2 people. 2. 1, 2. Microsoft wants gacha on consoles, but they are way behind the others, so it's no surprise no one is interested anymore after their constant giving 3D war vehicle games to the go ahead first. The community on Xbox said leave gacha on PC, phone, tablet, and PlayStation. Seeing them now care means Microsoft is in the shallow of their good release decisions, and it's best to move on to other titles that do bring more players into the fold and no older titles non-play anymore. What does that mean for Genshin's launch on Xbox then? I mean, I said this anyway, like a lot of games have decided to miss Xbox in recent times, and one, I think it's one because of the smaller community over there now, but two, outside of Game Pass, a lot of players on Xbox are not interested in buying games, and you can't blame them. When you're getting everything else in Game Pass, why are you going to want to go and spend 40, 50 quid? I know Genshin's free, but you know what I mean.
Members, her ultimate skill chain deals substantial damage and heals all team members for a percentage of her attack. And if that isn't enough, landing hits also increases the damage of all team members.
We're going to play some more Aether Gazer
is
in
an
the next couple of
incredible unit
streams.
to have on your team.
Game's fire.
She's fierce on the battlefield and makes other members of your team even fiercer. And she's hot. Well, that too. You know what? Since you like Thoth, since you also like Dai, how about you do a few gacha polls and then see how you feel on the house. Oh, seriously? Okay, cool. So you just want me to sit in this comfy seat right here? Okay, sure. Yeah, that sounds great. Oh, I got a max rarity. Wait, what is that animation?
Yo, I pulled that character. Holy shit, dude. What the hell?
Amazing.
What the fuck? I need to pull her.
Oh my god.
I need to pull her just for the freaking pull animation, boys.
Oh my god.
We got pull animation, power creep hard here.
Look at her move, the way she bends that long, hard spear. My god, she looks
Dude, these pull animations are top.
She looks very intimidating. Here we go. Holy crap, what is that? Dude, that is Tai Yi. There is no denying she is one of the best looking characters in the...
Is that the one I got? Hades. Is it Tai Yi Hades? He kind of looks like her, but obviously different.
The entire game. These characters have absolutely flawless animations, movement, and
we're downloading with this one. Hey, I'm telling you, man, the game's kind of fire. Not gonna lie, I've really been enjoying it. I have.
Damn.
And as I say,
Okay,
I got 4 S rank characters off my first 20 pulls. 2 S ranks in 10 actually.
What am I watching?
Not very first 10 pull.
That was smooth, very stylish. Aether Gazer has up until this point.
The gameplay is like instant action combats. You play with 1 character. You play with 3. You set your roster up. You play with the 1, but you can call the others in to do like combined chain attacks and a chain attack ult. Obviously, the characters actually are quite different in the way they play. Some are like range characters, some are like close-up AoE, heavy DPS. They have got some interesting kits to them, to be fair. Nuance, I'm still early. I wouldn't say there's as much nuance as something like Wua, but I like it. I like it.
Been a mobile exclusive.
The models are really good as well.
Players will finally be able to play on PC, experiencing the game in all its HD glory. Every aspect of the game has been magnified by its PC release.
Enemies are decent as well.
Also feels incredibly smooth. I mean, heck, you could sit down on a comfy couch, fully enthralled by the game, on a 100-inch TV screen. And these
120
graphics,
FPS as well.
They look absolutely insane. Seriously, just take a look at some of these characters. I've played Aether Gazer before, back when it first released, and while I had a lot of fun at the time, I've always found it a little clunky playing games on my phone, especially action games, which
I didn't know you could do these poses. I can do that with Hades. All right.
Really strongly
logging back in tonight, boys. Logging back in tonight.
Exponentially better when played on PC. I guess it's worth noting then that there is full controller support available, aiding in
biggest negative at the moment, I don't know if this full launch of the clients fix that, is that with mouse and keyboard, you have to hold left click to look around. Absolutely sucks. And don't know why they would ever launch the game in that state. They did it with the Chinese version and they've now changed that. It's patched. I don't know why they just wouldn't release it like that for the global launch. So initially, your basic attack's bound to J, but that's just super uncomfortable for somebody like me, for a left-handed person. So my basic attack's bound to right click, which just feels horrible. And I still find the mouse tracking out of the window even though I'm full screen. And as soon as you click on something, it minimizes the game. So I've had to be playing with a pad. Which for some people that won't be a problem at all, but it's not a game breaker, but it's super annoying.
Expanding available methods of play.
Couldn't get to put the game in full screen until I'd done the initial couple of missions either. So the game launched in a really small window.
Great quality combat, full PC support. What's not to love? You know what? You have a very valid point. Aether Gazer is a phenomenal game. I've always stated this, and every video I've ever done, I've talked about 3 things. I've always loved its combat. I've always loved the character models. And I was always of the opinion that it needed a PC client, as I genuinely thought that it would excel on PC.
Agree. He definitely needed it earlier. I feel like it's one of those games that, yeah, man, it should have been on PC quite a while ago.
With the inclusion of its PC client, Aether Gazer has everything it needs to be one of the best cross-platform action games out there. A great story,
it starts to do well, because I know
graphics,
that they have had to make some restrictions in regarding the voice acting in the game, which is a shame because it's got some top-tier voice. The voice acting, in my opinion, is better than Wuthering Waves. Like, there's a dude who plays a character called Halfus, and he smashes it, absolutely smashes it. And apparently people have told me in the later chapters the English VA's gone because of budgetary reasons. So hopefully with it coming to PC, maybe they can get back on track with that sort of stuff.
Which, let me just touch on again real quick. The crispness of these characters is flawless. I never expected
it is really good
to look this clear.
I was surprised as well, actually.
Any and all possible jagged edges are non-existent. Almost like this game was built for HD PC screens. Seriously, just look at some of this. I cannot make it up. Getting to play the new character Thoth and seeing her transition between 2 different outfit styles was pretty sick. Being given access
enjoying the story
to
as well, actually. The story's been pretty decent so far.
The game out for myself has been a fantastic experience, and I really cannot thank the devs enough for giving me this chance. It's not perfect, but things rarely ever are. I had a blast playing it, capturing footage, and seeing everything fully realized in HD. If you want to as well, and I genuinely cannot think of any reason why you wouldn't be.
Yeah, I've only played it for a few hours myself so far, but I've genuinely enjoyed it the entire time I've been playing.
Consider joining me in Aether Gazer right now by clicking that link down in the description and the pinned comment below.
And I ain't getting paid for it, so, you know. Yeah, I think it's worth a check out, guys. Aether Gazer, definitely. Fun game. It deserves a little bit more love, if I'm honest. It might not be for everybody, but things rarely are they? See if there's anything else to check out before we get into it. No, don't think there is. Man, Legion Wu is still banging out the videos, isn't he? Just like Focky. Hey, I respect it, I guess. Kuro will like stop and he was like, no, I don't think I will. Oh yeah, so what do you guys think about reruns in Wuthering Waves at the minute? Think it's too early? Think it was a good time to do it? Do you have a major issue with reruns? Yeah, nah, let's get into the game, because it is 25 to 4. It is 25 to 4. Let's jump on a bit of PGR, boys and girls. Let's do it. Bit of PGR. Pardon me. When's the launch date of Blue Protocol? You mean Blue Protocol? It's been cancelled. It's done. Blue Protocol Star Resonance. I'm not 100% sure, if I'm honest. To air on stream now, yeah, I know. The last few days, man, I've been getting carried away in yapping. Legion has a bounty on him, right? Keep saying good things about him. People have to change the name to Aether Gazer. Ooh. Should do double banners. I think that, and then I'm like, I don't know though, because I don't know if I'd get... Jesus Christ, guys, you're just not seeing the thing I'm seeing on screen right now. Oh, you missed it. Can I go back to it? Oh my God. Wouldn't you like to be this little piggy thing down here? This little piggy went to market. This little piggy had the best time of his life. Rerun is a good filter for sight. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, yo, what's up, Jamie? Why is Jamie's comments not coming through for me on the restream thing? The rate is now able to pull for character. Yeah, I think so as well, Duckling. Imagination. Oh no, I gotta log in. My face makes a perfectly good seat if you're feeling tired. Yeah, actually was one. Yeah, I did say I at the start, but like I seen Cheese saying you're right, Jamie, and I was like, Jamie ain't said hello to you, Cheese. Damn, bro. Jeez. I I'm gonna have to screenshot that. The science. Oh my gosh. Looks like something to bleach. Is he? Alright. Definitely won't be looking for that later. Later, definitely. If anybody says I have, they're lying. Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Still, well, you can obtain event tokens by clearing a stage, simulacrum, subversion, unfathomable shift. 6 levels. Each level includes multiple combat zones, which will be unlocked over time, and one of the stages are prerequisite levels. Clear the combat zones and complete event missions again. That's cool looking cool. Very Halloweeny. Light luminary foil, tactical assessment manual. Okay. Actually. Do need to do some upgrade some of my memories actually, if I'm honest. I should read. Is that number 20? Wait a minute. That's number 21, Feral. Kind of like that design though, man. Is Watanabe Epitaph good? I should do some pulls, man. I should do some pulls. Very good. Ooh, should do some pulls, chat. We should. I might do some more story though first, because we need to be catching up. You know what I mean? We do need to be catching up. Get seen there for the ease, yeah. On an Nami, shall we? Shit. Can we do this one? I ain't got another whatever this is. Come away. Should we go pack some some chibis. Let's go pat Crimson on the edge, shall we? Why not? Give her a little pat. There you go. I know, a little pat. There you go. She loves it. So I'm on a register now. I'm on a register. I don't know. Little dormitory missions. Maybe we'll do some in a bit. What we got here then? Ooh. Okay. Having to trial Forsaken Ordeals, coating trial Dazzler, main Aeon Reforged, Event Shop, recalculation, multiple drops times 1. Who should actually? Because I need to. Should we maybe do a little memory farm? I don't know who for though. I've got my memories for Kamui, Crimson Weave, and Live. I don't know whether to do I don't know whether to do some for Nanami. Or do we do some for Karenina? I ain't that big into her though, actually. Or maybe we do some from Lucia Lotus potentially. Or what? Actually, have we done? Yeah, we've done Black Rocks. I kind of like Bianca. I think I'm going to do some for Bianca. I like Bianca. I got to play with that. I know it's only Bianca's era. It's kind of fire though, actually. We're going to level her up and we're going to get some of her what's it's. Which are the good ones for her? What do we need? Was it pattern through 1 to 3 and 5, and then Cotty for 4 and 6. I ain't been on for a bit, man. I've lost some of my serum, which I should have been using. Booted. Yes, Uncle is a new meta fire tank. Yeah, I want to upgrade Bianca. I do want to upgrade Bianca. PGR needs memory files instead. Look at this.
風より解かれし力我が刃と化せ生死を分けるのは歯ごたえないわ
I love Crimson Weave, man. She is sick. Bring her to Wuthering Waves, you know. Maybe Bianca Stigmata as well. Which actually, question, anybody who's played this game, who would you like to see come from PGR over into Wuthering Waves, and potentially vice versa as well? You know, if you'd rather see stuff come from Wuthering Waves, what would you who would you like to see? I think I'd definitely like to see Bianca Stigmata, but definitely Crimson, man. I feel like Crimson's a perfect fit, right? Crimson Weave easy. You know what? I wouldn't mind Lee as well, though, actually. But then again, though, I'm not a big ranged character enjoyer. Cloud Strife. That'd be perfect for Dollar Store Sephiroth.
全力で私もいけます風より解かれし力我が刃と化せ聖書歯ごたえないわ
I like as well, because the Cubs, to me, feel like they're kind of like the precursor to what would become Echoes. Am I tripping in that? Number 21. Which version of number 21? Oh, what was it needed? 4 patterns. 1, 2, 3, and 5. And 2 cotties, yeah, 4 and 6. Pattern. Here we go. Is it we want, yeah. I'm on the Grey Ravens here. Cheating. So yeah, 1 through 3 plus 5. I like the memory system in the game as well. These memories as well are from Kuro's first game, yeah. I need to get 3 and 5 now, yeah.
この戦い、私を楽しませてほしいものね。全力でかかってきた風より解かれる力、我が刃と化せ。聖書を歯ごたえないわ。
She's just so badass, man.
次に向かうわよ。この勝利が終幕ではないわ。
The mistakes you've made with memories in the game. I think you can Crimson, yeah. She's sick though. I know that. I know there's better characters. Like I played some of the like, because I think with Crimson she's super simple. You know what I mean? She's kind of like, to me, she kind of feels a bit like Jian. She hits like a truck, but she's like easy to get, you know, do the shit you need. We need 3 now, yeah. There's 1, 2. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, I kind of like Bianca. Let's put the filter on. Like, some of the memories are kind of hot as well. So we need a 5 and we need a Cotty on 4 and 6. Do I have a spare Cotty? I don't know if I do. Guess not. Should we do her up a little bit? Didn't mean to do that. Okay, it's like a little rope. Let's get into a lot now. God damn! 72 to max. What does what's it do? Can I not take them all off at the same time? Take me to 37.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup.
Saladas 42,079 followed your channel.
Is that Saladas? Alright, Saladas, I respect you. Thanks for the follow. Gonna download PGR again. Hey, let's go. Is there a rover in PGR? No, because like it's a bit more of a power fantasy gacha in a way. It's like Snowbreak and Aether, where you're like the commander of a team. Well, you're literally called the commandant or commandant, and you've got a crew basically. Salika, I don't think so. That man's still gonna take fuck, bro. I'm gonna have to, you know. Fuck it. I wanna level her up. So I do kind of like her. So guess we gotta do some character map farming as well then. What's her echo passive now?
願いを叶えるためにもっと力が必要です。願いを叶えるためにもっと力が必要です。習うより慣れです。スキルは熟練した方がいいですよ。
What's it? Okay. What is he? Any 3 ping and a signature. Okay, I remember now. Alright, let's do a bit more of the story. Let's get into a bit more story, and then we'll do some. We're gonna have to start doing some farming. We're getting to that point now where we need to do a little bit of farming, don't we? We'll do some of that Iron Forge as well. We're gonna continue on with the story. I do want to try and get through some of it. So I've been enjoying it. Man, I'm like a K behind now on the BP. Alright. Alright. I've never played Impact. I've never played it. The enemy is flanking us. They move in coordination. There must be someone behind them. Let's focus on getting out of our current predicament first. How much longer until help arrives? Babylonia has adjusted its orbit and is readying firepower support. There are still 2 or 3 minutes left. We're going to do some orbital bombardment. Let's go. Load gun. Get ready to fight our way out. Yes, Commandant. Commandant.
この戦い、私を楽しませてほしいものね。
Hang in there, everyone. Fire support incoming.
風より解かれる力、我が刃と化せ。聖書を歯ごたえないわ。
Oh shit.
無駄。全部打ち砕いていいか。手加減はしない。聖書を歯ごたえないわ。みんなを守る。大丈夫です。全部打ち砕いていいか。闇がまとわりついてきても俺は体力がある。このくらいの傷大したことじゃない。
Shit. Dude, I'm taking a beating here, you know. Oh my god, dude, no, no! No, I wasn't paying attention!
この戦い、私風よ
I'm
り
getting
解か
fucked
れ
in
る
the ass, guys!
我が刃と化せ。
All my days, all my days. Alright, okay. I'm getting shit on. Mistakes were made.
星々はあなたたち
Mistakes were made.
導く。大丈夫です。
Oh man, they're doing big damage, man. Big damage.
みんなを守る。
Get away. No!
みんなを守る。現在 HP がやや危険領域。
Fire support, come on. Let's go. Oh my god, did I survive? Oh my god.
さっき私
By the skin of my teeth, lads. Holy shit. Hoorah. Air support came in clutch. Wuthering Pro Choice PGR for the first time. Dude, I got pressed. I got pressed hard. I think I'm definitely going to need to get my guys leveled up, man. We need to do some farming. Remember the signal transmitters from before? These are from the same batch as those. Our location was in broad daylight all this time. The enemy launched a full frontal attack on us, knowing full well about the time lag. Likely, but the target's identity is still unknown. That's just a little device in the old world made to monitor the location of machines. Oh, it's Roland. It's you. Just another little use of this locational function, originally for tracking Kamui's exact location, but somehow it baited a whole flock of uninteresting prey. Are you calling interesting? We meet again, Babylonians. Everyone, raise your guards. This is an ascendant. This time, you shan't get in the way. Watch your back. Thank you, Watanabe. No time for this. Focus on the situation. What is this machine? It's a Musashi. Oh, I know the Musashi. I thought you'd long since ran off. I don't like owing favours, and also, we've got some unfinished business with the Descendants. You aren't afraid of being caught by me? Still better than losing my chance to repay my debt. Very well, now's not the time to argue, and we do require your help. So I'll contain the target with your sniping range. Like, with that hat, man, like, Bianca sounds like she's like some big babushka, you know what I mean? Yes. How do I know if you aren't just gonna wipe me out along with him? You have a terrible sense of humour. Right? Watanabe and I have roll and pin down, take down that huge mech. I'm having a major deja vu. Show me what you can do now. No slow-mo stylish finish there. Pixies are probably just to pretend to be one on TV. Dude, I can't even come across as pretending to. You know what I mean? That was a bit more well played than I expected. But let us not waste more time. I'll end this farce. As a Musashi falls, Watanabe flies in from the side at the same time, crashing into the wall. An arm of his lays in complete waste, buzzing in a cacophony of sparks. Watanabe, don't mind me. Go help them. Is Liv gonna fall in love with Watanabe? It's not allowed, man. Liv's a goat as well, actually, isn't she? Oh, shit, we're gonna fight this prick again. Am I about to get my... I'm about to get my ass kicked in now. It's gonna happen. Hey, yo, guys, if you're watching the stream now on YouTube and you do enjoy yourself, be sure to drop a like on the video. Quick plug again. I did upload a video today if you want to check it out. Go show it some love, drop a like on it. Thank you to everybody who's been watching the videos recently as well. I do appreciate it. Bianca will aid you. Thank you. You people are quite annoying. Ravens, eliminate the Ascendants. Mere words. Autobots roll out. You're not getting away this time. I think we might be in trouble. Empty words from an empty mind. Oh my days, bro. You didn't even get a chance to use my thing. To be fair though, the last time I checked... Dude. Bro. Oh man, Kamui came in all like hyped up, ready to go, and got clapped in one hit. There's a support option. What do you mean? That was unexpected. Huh? I got straight molested. I'll pay the cogs. I'll pay the cogs to cut, like, you know. Help me through it there. Help me through it. Cheese it. It's over, bitch. How careless of me. Even so, that was easy. Didn't even struggle with that, to be fair. You know, I was pretending just to make, you know, I didn't want to like make people feel bad about themselves. So like, just, you know, got a little human from time to time. You know what I mean? Even so, I will. A gale of sand suddenly envelops the air, blinding most of the vision range. This is a wave of punishing virus. No, it's just sand. But the density. What's this? It's sand. The density is too high and visibility is still lowering, Commandant. Please stay behind me. Roland's tricks. These sandstorms do not last long and it soon settles. Visibility returns to its original clarity. He's gone. Commandant, signals of the Ascendant Roland are completely gone from this area. Dude, I love this piece of music as well. It's fire. Pardon me. Let's go find Kamui. Maybe he went that way too. Roger. It's a banger. Absolute banger. I only once. I need two. Yeah, I need to freestyle that one, don't I? Which one was that one then? Die less than twice. Wait, I died. That's a lie. That the game's lying to you. The game's straight lying to you. That never happened. That didn't happen. That didn't. I you know? Lies. Which one was this now? Oh, it was this one. Oh, fuck. Oh, I remember now, yeah. We did. I don't know if I'll build for this, you know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna survive the 1 minute, yeah. No. Oh, dude, fuck off. Maybe I need to deal with this dude here. Yeah, you. There we go. No! Just about. We don't have to do it less than twice, yeah. Just restart, bro. It ain't that hard. Yeah, this is PGI, yeah. I finally figured out why people in Wuthering run with such high ping. I see so many people like that with crazy high ping, and I'm like, what's going on? Why? Oh shit! Now we needed to do it. We needed to. Oh, I needed to have all members survive. I didn't realise that either. Then my bad. We carry on with a bit more of the story. I want to get through some more of the story. But we'll go back into that. We will go back into that. Oh, I've got to do this, you know. I've got to freestyle it. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go get. Hold on a second. Can I can't level anybody up at the minute, can I? Looks cool, but you can't play it. Why is that? The game is kind of cool, man. I really like it, actually. I've been enjoying it. I'm like a noob, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, really, for the most part. But I do like it. It is a fun game. I need to get... Has she got a... Has she not got a better weapon? The Swift Plume, is that a... Does she have a... Does she have a 6-star or 5-star or whatever the fuck it's called in this game? Is it because of your region or... Oh, okay, kind of like how you can in Star Rail. Oh, that sucks, Ronin. We won't do that just yet, because I can clear it. I just got to be a little bit more on it, you know what I mean? I'm kind of spamming a little bit, if I'm honest. Jesus Christ, bro. I wish I was an anime character. I really do. You know, obviously for the powers. That's what it's there. That's what I'd want to be for. Not for the waifus. I'm playing on PC. Dazzler. Yeah.
This力がきっとより役立つよ。すでに身につけたスキルだけれど、たまには見直すのも悪くないわね。
俺はもっと強くなれる。
At least you can play Wuthering Waves. True that. True that. Just maxing. Ooh, that's a lot of cogs. That's a lot of cogs. You play Wuthering Waves on phone? Respect. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it, man. Do you play on a controller or would you just play standard? So I just don't know how you can do it. Night Blaze. Is that the one I've got? No, that's not the one I've got, is it? I've got the Swift Plume, yeah. How do I get hold of this then other than pools? You got a Ryzen 5, not a Ryzen 7. When is Ryzen 5 running? So do you guys play with touchscreen controls then? You play with controller? How does it run on mobile for you then? Does it run alright? Yeah, mouse and keyboard's the way to go, I think. I know there's quite a lot of people play this game on pad. Not this game, we were on pad. So what other ways can I go about getting this then, other than pulling on it? So I'll just pull on it. Sometimes you play touch screen. Where it runs fine on your phone. Well, that sucks, Thunder. Co-op mode. 5-star only though. Oh, okay. Remote connection established. Please respond if you can hear me, Commandant. This is the chaotic consciousness space with a total of 6 levels from shallow to deep. Here comes the details of the current level you're on. You must explore and stabilize the current zone before linking to the next zone. Danger 5k. That's like double more what's it. I'm gonna get bodied, don't I? I've got, oh fuck, it's gonna make me do it. Each consciousness level consists of multiple unstable zones. You must stabilize the current zone before linking to the next zone. The deeper you advance, the stronger the enemies you'll face. Detect forbidden zone. How about stabilize the zone within the first kilometer? Hey, what's going on, Chase? Alright, let's see if I get bodied hard then, yeah? Regular zone, omniframes recommended. Oh, we got trial characters. Oh shit, let's use that one then. Hold up. Yeah, fuck it. Use theirs. Right. Any uniframe? Oh shit. Oh, I think I've had a go with him, yeah. Contract's already in the team. Who's Luna? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. I'm just gonna throw some people in. Oh, she looks badass. Oh, she was the one in that trailer we watched the other day. That short story thing, yeah. That was a sick. Dude, the waifus in this game are fire. Varigornits. Ooh. Veritas Bianca. Ever's got an ROG. Yeah, bit of PGR. What is the load thing? What's that all about? No add-on equipped. No matchmaking add-ons for the... I don't know what the fuck that is. Alright, let's go get bodied then, I guess. Yeah?
Told them
to add some testosterone in the game, tired of playing big tit bitches. Based. What's it? I put in a...
無駄な抵抗はやめなさい。最悪はすべて純粋な本人。
I don't want the cool passive area. Out.
耐えられます。
Now look at my cool passives. What is it? Accumulate annihilation points, annihilation form, annihilation basic attack, annihilation orb. Gains annihilation points after every 3 ping. And then I'll do annihilation form, annihilation basic attack, and then annihilation orb. I'll get bodied. It's a double tap, core passive, or double tap dash. Double tap to dodge. I just have to ping and orbs accumulate prayer. When it's full, double tap or press hold. Basic attacks, pinging orbs, get prayer, double tap or press hold to dodge. Oh shit. Oh shit! What the fuck am I doing? I've killed him though. What's this? I want to get her. I want to get that version on Live. I don't know what the fuck I just did there, but it was pretty cool. Triggers Matrix and immediately gains 1 yellow orb after casting Signature Electric Wave. After casting Signature, Star Shatter, Horizon gains a shield equal to 5% of the HP as a super armor and 20% damage reduction. Next floor, I guess? Member Preparation. Tap here to equip the current character with add-on units. Attack increases, unlock S2S skills and gains signal orbs. Trigger Matrix and gains signal orbs after casting the signature. I'm gonna go. You can clear the disabled zones to obtain items, increase the load limit. Okay. For more details, please check out the image guide. Okay. What's a recommended set? Okay. Insufficient. Oh, can I do her? Trigger Matrix and gain signal orbs after casting the signature. Oh, okay. Add-on Codex. Command that you can get collection rank enhancements by collecting different types of add-ons. Once you have collected a certain number of add-on of a particular, the corresponding enhancement will be activated. Each add-on has 5 enhancements. Tap on them for more details. Tap here to view the all active collection rank effects. Okay. Recycling arrangement. Oh, wait a minute. So what do I get? Am I getting these? Okay, yeah, I've got these, yeah? Complete zone operations once. Perception amplification unlocked after completing 5 kilometers. Once unlocked, the team's combat capabilities can be amplified by spending memory synapses. So what are these? Simulacrum spiral. Are these the memory synapses? Okay. Right, okay. Oh shit. Detect forbidden zone. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. I know we can auto clear, but fuck that. So do I need... Oh, I don't want to put attack on her though, really, do I? Put the trigger... Wait, what? I can only put it on the main character. I'm confused. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's on dead. Okay, I get it. That one just can't be put on her. Okay, alright. Okay. Alright, let's go. Do I see Kuro adding more male characters into Wuthering Waves? Yeah, I think they will. I think past 2.0 we will. I think at the moment, I think they're still trying to bring as many people in, hype up banners as much. And I know that's not everybody's viewpoint, but I feel like probably the main way to that is get some like more female characters out. But I do think we will see more male characters. I hope we will anyway, because I'd like to see more male characters, because I think Kuro do good male characters. Okay. I'm having a revelation. I know people said the lighter characters was kind of fire, like, I'm like, oh. I am enlightened. I am enlightened.
無駄な抵抗はやめなさい。聖書を歯ごたえないわ。私に任せてください。私の指示に従うか滅びるか。
Okay, Kuro. Okay, Kuro. Alright. Form any 3 ping twice to trigger core. Artillery tactics core. Artillery tactics burst from last 3 or more. Form burst lasts 3 or more seconds and deals 42% more physical damage. The equipper gains 3 blue orbs upon entering the battlefield and gains 1 blue orb every 3 seconds after. That's kind of good, I guess, especially for... Actually, have I even got my characters in the right spot? I don't know if I've got them in the right spot, because you need to have them in the right colour, don't you, really, to make sure you're pinging the right character. I'm better switching these over, aren't I? Shouldn't I have live over here as the blue? Should I? I wanna Is PGR combat better than sex? It's pretty fucking good. It's pretty fucking good, I know that. Have you got anything we can put on her now? What about this one? Will this go on her? Yeah. 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 It is good though.
この戦い、
Tell you, man,
私を
Kuroko.
楽しませてほしいものね。その程度、私に任せてください。風より解かれし力、我が刃と化せ。無駄な抵抗、私の指示に従うか滅びるか。
Get me out of there.
宿命の風は私が断ち切る。風より解かれし力、我が刃と化せ。聖書を歯ごたえない私に任せてください。
Hey, let's go. Yeah, this has got to be sick mode, actually. I gotta like these. Triggers Matrix and gains 1 yellow orb after casting Signature. Crystal Barrier. Trigger Matrix and gain 1 yellow orb after cast. Okay. Signature Thunder Burst. Signature Thunder Burst form lasts 8 seconds longer. Indominus gains 40% more damage reduction and deals 6% more lightning damage for everyone. What time is it? Shit. The text message, and I thought, am I late to get rolling from work? What's wrong, man? Cancel my job class. I don't know if that means gym class. Can I put it? No, I've got the attack on the other one, haven't I? Gain Blaze Orbs upon successful parry. Matrix cooldown decreases with pinging and Blaze Orb. Trigger Matrix and gain single orbs after casting Signature. Form 2-3 pings to trigger the core passive. When the core passive is active, the character's physical damage boost. With a spell. After casting the Signature with the... Right, I don't think I can do any more at the minute. Holy shit. Okay, alright, okay. This is overwhelming. See, like, man, Kuro cook on the stuff they put in this game, don't they? Now, don't get me wrong, I haven't got my head around the entirety of this game at all, so, like, pretty much everything's kind of overwhelming to me. But damn. Ow. No? I was trying to hold my shift then, it just didn't want to know. We got bitched out. Triggers magic gains 1 blue orb after casting signature Arcadia Gate. The equipment deals 20% more damage to enemies without super armor. Well, this is kind of fire. This is kind of... I like this. I like this mode. I like it. I still need to learn what the fuck I'm doing. But I like what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I like it. It feels good, you know? Feels good. On co-op mission, use a fortune machine in the command. So, you're saying with the co-op, I can get that sword, but not the best version of the sword. So, if I want the best version of the sword, I need to pull on it, yeah? Because if that's the case, I'm going to pull on it. Because I like using Crimson Weave. So, I would like to... I would like to get a better... whatchamacallit? The better weapon for her, obviously. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... I should have put down the daily, shouldn't I, for the rates. Just whip out your wallet, right? I should be able to get it. I should be able to get it because I think I've got to get to 30 pity for it, yeah. I should have enough to do 30 pulls. Or near that, maybe. At least 10 pulls. I've got to save my fucking money for Camellia. I'm probably going to have to fucking do that. At this rate, my YouTube checklist one's going on Wuthering Waves.
全力でかかって私もいけます風より解かれる力我が刃と勝て闇がまとわりついている俺は光に向かって歩くお前らすべて粉々にしてやるぜみんなを守るこの戦い私を風より解かれる力我が刃と勝て
You're not simping so hard for Crimson Weave. Straight up simping.
次に向かうわよこの勝利が終幕ではないわ
Don't trust 80-20 still got shafted many times, yeah. Yeah, there is that, because I've got it, yeah, I've got it on the 80, because I've got it as the, what's it, you can select it as the, yeah, select it kind of thing, like. True that. Oh shit, oh, I see that, didn't I? I forgot that you have to reset on that.
この戦い私を楽しませてほしいものね。風より解かれる力、我が刃と化せ。無駄な抵抗はやめなく、生死を分けるのは一瞬よ。宿命の風は私が断ち切る。次に向かうわよ。この勝利が終幕ではないわ。
You know, you'd let her slap you around a bit, like, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Just let her slap you around a little, like. Oh, you pussy. This is where I was going to clear the battle thing, bitch. Should we do a couple of quick pulls on a weapon? %, rating. Okay. Who's my favourite character in the story? In the story. Oh. I really like Lee, actually. I do like Lee and Kamui so far. I quite like how deadpan Lee's like. I do like Liv though. Liv's goated. Yeah, I think I'd probably say Lee maybe. I do like Nanami though as well, actually. She's kind of funny. Alright, should we do some pulls on this fucker? So is it a direct? Is it a direct? Let's try. Okay, so it's 1 for 1. You play PG on Don't Like Live, just get out. Yeah, I like her, man. Yeah, man, I feel like I want to get this weapon for Crimson, but at the same time, I do want to get some... So we're 18. Ah, fuck it, let's do it. Need red, don't we? Red sprites. I think that's better than the weapon I've got now, isn't he? That's better than the one I've got now, yeah. So what have I got? I've got Swift Plume. Yeah, man. Before we do anything, let's do a couple more pulls off, because otherwise I'm just going to waste mats on something anyway. Trash. Paintbrush prototype. Will that work with the big booba chick? Cog pack. Kind of reminds me of the... Well, I guess Snowbreak came out after, so it reminds me of the Snowbreak pull. The fuck is that? collaborator. Who uses that thing? You quit Snowbreak. I ain't played Snowbreak for ages. Pretty much since the launch window, actually. I do want to go back, though. It looks like it's had a lot of updates. Trash. Trash. Rage. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. I guess we could maybe put that weapon on for the time being, I guess. Level it up a little bit. I ain't got that many mats, so really. Oh, that's expensive, isn't it? Later updates to change the whole UI. Really? It was just a box, was it? Oh, that's fucking pricey, man. Okay, then. Yeah, we get like an extra 200 almost attack. It's gone from 46 to 147 as well. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, on that note though, guys, I'm gonna have to call it. I'm gonna go and get the missus from work in a bit. I do plan to get back on tonight. She's asking me what I'm doing later though, so it's not set in stone because her gym class has been cancelled now. She'll want to chill. But I'll see what Rosie's saying. And if we get back tonight, we'll play some more PGR and we'll play some Zenless Zone Zero. If not, I'll be back on tomorrow. It's Friday. And we're gonna do some more PGR tomorrow actually. I'm having a blast with the game, and now I'm seeing some more of these newer units. Dude, I've got to start grinding this game. I'm telling you. I'm gonna try and keep my fucking card away from the game though. You know, always had problems with the home game back until I got Max Shasila put the game on auto and went to get a drink. Easiest completion of main story ever. Really. W stream, thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's all down to you guys, man. I appreciate you hanging out today, having a conversation. It's been a blast. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, shout out to everybody who's been watching the videos as well, guys. Once again, quick plug, I did upload a video earlier. Check it out, let me know what you think in the comment section. Drop a like, all that good stuff. If I don't see you later though, guys, have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow anyway. Alright, I'll try and get on a little bit earlier tomorrow, so, you know, because we've been getting carried away with the reactions, so I need to try and get on earlier so we can play the game a little bit more as well. But I do really enjoy doing the reactions, plus I can upload them as well then. Easy content farm, you know? Alright, see you later. Love your faces. Ta-ra.